Hello once again, everybody. Welcome back to Stormkeep. I'm StormyD, your host and Dungeon Master. And right over here we have... Please introduce yourself, milady.
Hello, I am itsStarkitty. I play Emillynn Ray, the war bard of the party and party leader. She is a half-elf, College of the Battle Singer bard, and I was not prepared. This is Philip.
Philip is her her bestest friend ever. He's a little tiny baby beholder who has followed her around since she was 8 years old.
Yep.
That until recently only she could see and hear. The rest of the party, though, recently went up against a boss, with a mini boss within their campaign. A mini boss that they originally thought was the boss, and turned out to be just another mini boss. And that happened to be a beholder, an actual beholder. And so because they witnessed this beholder in combat, suddenly now they can see and hear Philip. And there's a whole mystery surrounding that.
Yep.
And right over there, on that side, the lovely lady in green.
I'm Druid IRL, and I play Fern, and she's a wood elf, Circle of Spores Druid, and this is Chonka-Killer.
His arms.
I don't know what happened to his arms.
I know where they are.
Where are his arms?
Right there.
Chonka-Pod.
So
Chonka-Pod's on the floor.
Chonka-Killer is her
It's on the floor.
chonky spirit animal companion caterpillar.
That's currently cocooned in a pod.
Yeah, although he's trying to break his way free right now.
He's trying to get out.
Yeah, he's been in there for what, a couple of levels now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been in the backpack for a couple of levels, and so he's
now we're getting ready to fight his uncle now, and so now he's like wiggling in the backpack.
Is that what you're actually? Is that what it is? You think you're fighting his uncle? Is that it?
So now it keeps changing.
Yeah. First it was mama, then his daddy, now it's uncle.
Brother.
Now it's gonna be his
cousin.
uncle's cousin's brother's sister's former roommate.
Yep.
Roommate's friend.
Roommate's friend.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, it's
Speaking of friends, the wonderful golden bearded god over there is extirpatefate. Introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, everybody. I'm extirpatefate, or you can just call me Fate. I am playing Lorkris. He is a Goliath, who is a Oathbreaker Paladin of Melora and a Path to the Grave Cleric of Weejas. He is a resident tall, short boy. Because he's short for a Goliath, but he still towers over everybody.
he is.
And he has a lot of existential crisis.
Yeah. And
Yes, everyone deserves a backpack beholder.
Backpack beholder. and he has a strange kind of stressful love-hate relationship with his goddess.
Yeah, my
At
God.
least one of them. One of the two.
Yeah, one of them doesn't even talk to me. The other one wishes she didn't have to talk to me.
They're probably like secretly
No, I think she's
working
proud of him.
They're probably secretly working together in the background, going, "I don't want to talk to him. You have to talk to him." But I talked to him like I don't know how many times. It's your turn now. So rock paper scissors.
Melora always loses because she only picks rock.
Or she always wins, which is why she never talks to you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or she talks to you all the time.
Or Weejas is just a different aspect of Melora. They're the same being.
No.
I don't know.
So
I
apparently
like that
the party members have plenty of theories, but they don't know all the truth. Yes, sir?
Why is Philip a prototype?
I don't know, but my question is who is Rylar?
Rylar's
who
your
is a
party member.
Rylar?
He's your buddy.
Yeah, you never introduced Rylar.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Rylar is the NPC of the party, and he is he believes he is a cleric of goo. That's what he calls him, and that's what he believes. He's not a very bright person, but he's very sweet and charismatic, and has that kind of Forrest Gump kind of wisdom about him. But he's not really a cleric. He's actually a warlock of the Great Old One. but he has this perspective of himself as being a cleric of goo. So, an over-the-shoulder beholder holder. Well done, sir, Insomnia Knight. Well done.
I would so have Philip made as a plushie. I want a Philip plushie.
Right? That would be super cute.
That would be so cute.
We'll make that happen in the future, I can promise.
I would have a Chonk, and you would have a Philip.
I need a Philip plushie.
And every kid in America wants them and makes them play together. Yeah, I love it. All right.
Chonka-Killer.
So, where we're at tonight. Last week, the party members had made their way finally into the deep wood, which, I'll bring up the full map scene for the game world here. The deep wood is kind of center north there, that giant forest. It's basically a giant petrified forest slash bramble wall, almost like it was basically impassable, and it was made of some incredibly powerful magic that no one in the Merchant Guild Association could penetrate it. And one of their tenements, one of their biggest platinum level missions was to solve it. And it ultimately, these guys were the ones who did. And it turns out that Fern is somehow, we're not sure how still yet, but she's somehow related to the Gloam elves that were cursed in the land of the, what do I have that up there? The
Frostcairn runes?
Yeah, the Frostcairn runes, which was a giant ziggurat. At any rate, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, or behind myself. They had cleared the ziggurat ruins, solved a lot of the mysteries there, found some new ones, but found out some new things about themselves. And their new plan was to see if they could use the nodule, which was some sort of, artifact that was tied to the corrupted forest. And the nodule, they had to pull from the heart of a 15,000-year-old, now dead, formerly immortal, formerly divine, corrupted elven woman who was trapped in some sort of arcane biomachine. And but they freed her, and freed her soul to pass on and die, and removed that shard, which is the mystical nodule, from her heart, and immediately started the process of healing the land, as well as the fact that it set her corpse free. The nodule had a special other ability that allowed them to pass through the bramble wall, and so they were gonna. But they also, oh my gosh, are in a situation where Rylar, during the battle with the Beholder, something basically possessed him and made him float in the air and turned into some sort of strange weapon, and he yeah, I guess that one's not going to work. I'll go to number 2 because the angle's a little odd. But so where was I?
He got possessed.
Yeah. Rylar got possessed, and he started to, he helped them defeat the Beholder, had some special powers to help them neutralize some of the Beholder's abilities, and they eventually just annihilated it with an overpowered fireball. It was pretty epic.
And then Emillynn was scared that this possessed version of Rylar was going to kill Philip.
Yeah. But he didn't. Instead, he made some sort of strange proclamation that Philip was a non-threatening, non-combatant prototype of some kind. And so it left lots of mysteries, like who and what is Philip, who and what is Rylar, and how is he tied to it in some way? Because one of the things that Rylar had to, when he became possessed, he attacked the beholder and called it one of his targets. And before that, he thought of it as the heretic that he's hunting. Again, that was his own interpretation, but turns out that whatever possessed him saw this thing as one of his primary targets. And so that was enough mystery for them that they wanted to try and reach out to have Rylar reach out to Goo. And they did. They reached out to Goo, but they couldn't get a direct response. Instead, they think they got a response from the thing that's inside of him, whatever it is. That's kind of their hypothesis, is what they believe responded. And by having him auto-write in his mystical book, right? And so after that, they decided that the message from it was, it was really hard for them to interpret, but they eventually came to the conclusion that, okay, this barrier that's over the northern part of the island, there's something about it. And actually they realized that maybe it's not a barrier, even though it acts as a barrier. What it is some sort of transcendental kind of cosmic bubble. And it might have something to do with the light at the top of the mountain in the northern part of the island. And that apparently Goo was not going to communicate with them while they were inside this bubble.
Oh no.
Inside this bubble, because the warning was that it could breach, basically be damaging to the membrane of this whatever it is, this barrier. And so they came up with they decided, okay, well, we need to get outside this barrier and try again. But this also gives them a good reason to go home, because they haven't been home in a long time. They haven't seen Guar. They haven't seen Mr. Jocko. They don't know what's going on. And so they want to try and make it home. But before they did that, they wanted to make their way a little bit through the bramble wall to get to the other side, so that Druid's character Fern can make this special face on a healthy tree on the other side of the bramble wall, so that she can. She is the first Druid of this world, at least in this age, to have developed tree teleportation technology. So basically, a lot of the spells that you're used to, teleportation spells and flight, this spells, they either don't exist or are super limited in this world. She's the first one to create a magic, or at least again in this age, in effectively the future.
Oh man! And when she did it freak out the party?
Yeah.
This one here was freaking out, crying, screaming at the tree, kicking it, telling it to give it back, give Fern back. And Lorkris was about ready to chop it down.
And
which
then
would have prevented her from coming back,
and then, And then poor
hindsight.
20. Yeah, and then poor Jocko was just like
eating a sandwich,
and was like, "What?" So who knows? He might not even know if that was real or not.
I'm thinking he may believe he picked the wrong mushroom from the garden.
That is true.
It's like that never again with those mushrooms.
So, what happened last week directly was they made their way deep into the Bramblewood forest, the deep wood, and they basically cut a swath through it all the way from the ruins to the outer wall. And they found an interesting phenomenon when they did so, and that was that the bubble / barrier was preventing them from going out beyond where, it was basically preventing them from leaving this northern part of the island. And the reason why they came to the conclusion that it's a bubble, not a barrier, is because there are tunnels and special teleportation nodules underneath the land that have allowed some minor transportation to occur from inside and out, from within to the southern side of the island. But it was not a thing that had been used by any of the MGA colonists. It was actually being used by whatever corrupt things and monsters were pouring in from the north, trying to stop the MGA from making it into the north. And yeah, so for some of this lore, some of the history, a little bit of it, you can actually head to our Discord and go to the D&D chat session of the Isles in the Mist campaign and find, I think I uploaded some text files that are useful, that are interesting. At any rate.
Yeah.
So they were thinking about trying to create a clever way to breach out of the bubble using like spells that can manipulate the earth and cut through the earth and stuff. But apparently something within Rylar just was not comfortable with this and recommended that they avoid that. And so they decided, all right, well, we just need to proceed onward. So they did that, they rested, and then they proceeded onward. They were just gonna head northeast and make their way out of the Bramble Wall. Hello, Rovendיר. Make their way to the Bramble Wall, and so that they could then find a good tree that Fern can turn into a teleportation tree. But they were hearing some strange cracking sound from within the deepwood forest, and they came to a grove in the center of this deepwood forest. And within this grove was a huge beast in the center of the grove. This basically a giant Chonka-Killer. And at the exact same moment that they encountered this thing, their own Chonka-Killer in her backpack started freaking out, just trying to get out and just trying super hard to get out. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go ahead and...
Hello there, first-time chatter.
Hey there, first-time chatter. Welcome in. So, having described everything... Oh, I'm jumping ahead. We do need to do our usual, which is...
Oh, so before we get into that, how did your dance competition go there, Rovendיר?
We understand, Rovendיר. It's okay. Thank you.
BD Mafia, just as a heads up, when we are doing D&D, unfortunately, we do not have any of the sound alerts on Stormy Stream active because it would break our immersion. So I do apologize for the use of the 50 channel points.
Yeah.
Thank you for this service announcement.
Is it only me, or can any mod refund those points?
No, any mod can.
Banana Tom, can you refund those points to BD for me, please? That would be great, if you know how. But so now that I gave you the recap of what happened last week, we like to do a little individual recap that is a way for us to get in character. So what I do is I randomly choose one of the party members.
No worries.
And
is that all BD Mafia?
No, it's all right. I understand it's your first time. It's all good, brother. So I'm going to go ahead. And by the way, I do want to share with you guys, once we actually get started, what we do is we go chat dark, which means we don't see the chat. We just play the game and let you guys experience it with us. Then at some point in the night, we'll have an intermission and chat with you a little bit more. And then we'll chat again at the end.
Yep.
But for now, what I like to do is I like to have each player tell me what stood out to their character the most last week from their character's perspective. And so we're going to do that now. I'm going to go ahead and roll randomly. You guys remember who was first, second, and third last week? No?
No.
No.
Nope. All right. Well, this week, first is Fern.
I don't know why I never thought about like using, stone wall before to like build a super cool hideout and stuff. And I'm just so excited for everyone to be so confused everywhere because we're gonna go travel and we're gonna go do stuff. And everybody's gonna just be like, oh, Jocko's Relic Hunters were here because there's just gonna be a random pyramid and stuff. But now we have to go kill Chonka-Killer's like uncle's best friend's brother now, so I'm really sad about it.
All right. Well said. Thank you, Fern. Emillynn Ray. Miss Emillynn.
Philip, who is this Twilight Imperium? Who is this Twilight Imperium? What's going on in my head as I chat with Philip?
And Philip just keeps shrugging his little eyeballs.
And I'm sure the rest of the party's like, why does he keep shrugging like that? Oh, nothing. Nothing, guys. We're just having conversation. So that was definitely one of the bigger things that has stuck out to me. And of course, the ongoing, why is Philip a prototype? Why does he call Philip a prototype? How is everybody able to see Philip? Now, where did Philip come from? More questions, not enough answers.
All right. Thank you. Wonderful, Starkitty. Lorkris.
I don't think I really understood what it meant to be shorter. Fern was so tall as a bird.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that too.
I don't know how I feel about flying. However, traveling as animals up here may be beneficial. Maybe draw less attention to us.
Mm-hmm.
We could be wolves and stuff.
Now, this deep wood deeply sucks. Why is it that as soon as I get excited about being out in the open, I don't want to be out in the open anymore? And as soon as I want to be underground, I want to be... Can I never win? Why can I never be happy? It's probably because of Weejoss. Probably not. I do this to myself. Oh look, a massive angry Chonka-Killer. Shit.
Well said, sir. Thank you. So Rylar, actually what stood out most to him last week was that really awful feeling he got from inside, that when you guys were thinking about trying to force your way out of the barrier. It really made him hit a wave of scary emotions and physical nausea. It was just like this kind of, like something deep within him without a voice was screaming, don't do that. Don't let them do that. And he articulated it as best as he could. And he really appreciates that you guys care about him, excuse me, and trust him enough to follow, to listen to him, that you didn't do it anyway. And so it meant a lot to him. And okay. So that is what's going on.
We die.
Oh no worries. We'll hook him up again in the future. We can always make it work when he comes back for other streams. Once we figure it out, I think Starkitty knows how to refund points. If not, we can figure it out.
She knows how to refund points.
Yeah, no, somebody already went in there and refunded everybody, so.
Sweet!
Or dealt with it.
Excellent. Whoever did it, thank you.
Is that you, Starkitty?
Huh?
Was that you that did it on the slide?
No. I
can't
cannot
do it on the
access
phone.
Magvu on mobile.
I don't know. Just got a tablet. There's stuff and things.
Okay.
I am technologically illiterate today, so
Like if
whatever.
I had tiptoed away and done it from my personal computer, then yeah.
It was Philip. I got it.
Yeah,
we can't
Philip.
see him. That makes so much sense now.
All right. So, having said that, my goodness, we're going to get right into the thick of it. The party found this grove and this giant caterpillar thing that seems with glowing pale yellow eyes and angry, gooey stuff leaking out of it. It's just terrible. So,
Yeah, we have to start
getting
by
ready to
rolling
do that.
initiative.
Yep.
You gotta draw
Good to
first.
start.
Yeah, so
So
we're going to go
to start by drawing initiative and rolling the map.
Exactly. We're going to roll the map and draw initiative.
28!
All right.
Did
So,
you
No.
I mean, since you guys
I
are...
just
I
drew it.
was like-
28!
I was like, wow, how did you get a 28 when you only have a +3 on initiative?
Normally, since it's a forest, I would actually pull out the actual
Gets
trees.
the Philip buff.
But it's not a regular forest, right? It's the
Just
bramble
the
wall.
Philip
So,
Oh hey!
Welcome in, Raiders!
Warlocks! Welcome in, Raiders!
Just in
Goblins and
time.
Warlocks,
for
thank you for the raid. Arigato gozaimasu! All right.
We are
So-
chat dark.
But
But
we
I trust
are.
all of our mods to do the mod things.
All right. Oh, yeah, I guess
Well,
I
we're
did.
not chat
You
dark
weren't supposed to
yet.
be.
Yeah, not
got this
quite. I
The
mean,
Stormy
No.
still needs to draw.
Fine.
But welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Goblins and Warlocks. Thank you for sharing your community with us. We're about to fight the big Chonka-Killer.
An angy Chonka-Killer. Oh,
Okay. No. Oh, did you lock it?
Session
No, I
just
just
started,
clicked.
actually. We were working out some issues, and Stormy had his maid cosplay stream before it. Don't worry, there's clips.
it
Much-
was wonderful.
to my chagrin.
I might need to get my. Oh, that's a tiny map. For such a big thing. What are you doing to us?
Is it the center and there's pillars on the sides and stuff?
Oh, these aren't pillars. This is, I'm kind of drawing, remember, it's the bramble wall, so it's like a giant
Yeah.
entangle. They're like giant vines and roots and trees. And
It's the underside of the
so it's basic, because remember, you can't, it's not possible to travel through it unless you have the nodule.
Short, tall boys at it.
ow!
Look what you did, Fate. You added some new vocabulary.
Look what you made me
Short,
do.
tall boy. Yeah, so PD Mafia, Lorkris is a Goliath is only 6'4". So he's short by Goliath standards, but he still towers over everyone. So when you have little people look up to him and go, "Aren't you short for a Goliath?" and you look down and go, "Yeah," but yet
Yeah?
you still tower over everyone is great. I guess he is a short king.
My character's 5'9".
My character's like 4'11 or something.
I thought she was like 4'2".
4'10.
Mm-hmm.
She's tiny.
4'2". She's practically a.
So
I don't
to
remember.
clarify the description real quick again for everybody, the bramble wall is basically, imagine the entanglement spell was the size of a redwood forest. It's that tall, it's huge. And it's so entangled and so knotted together that it's impenetrable. And it's harder than steel, and anything that does damage it, it regenerates from. At least that's before they pulled out the nodule. That was what basically it was. And the canopy of it was so completely covered over that it was as if it were just a giant, floor, like a giant ground. And so even though there's a grove area, this grove is still canopied. It's just, for some reason, the center of this place has a little pocket, a hollowed out pocket, where this thing apparently has been living. What is it? It's something angry.
We don't know.
It definitely.
Angry?
It's not happy, and it wants to express these negative emotions upon the party members.
I'm gonna express all over you.
What is wrong with you today?
Technology has pushed me to my limits. So yeah.
So I'm looking at my character notes that I wrote down from like the very beginning that I haven't looked at in like
jeez.
forever.
Mm-hmm.
And what I put for her flaws was I can't keep a secret to save my life or anyone else's.
I mean, that's accurate for you in real life.
Yeah. And then I overlook obvious solutions in favor of complicated ones. And I'm like, wow, I've been so...
You've been so on par.
You've really been playing her. That's brilliant.
Wow.
Without even meaning to.
Proxima. Proxima? Yeah.
Proxima, pocket abomination. Exactly, a pocket abomination. All right. So we're going to go chat dark now.
Pretty big pocket, guys.
We appreciate you guys for joining us this wonderful Saturday evening. We'll be back again during the intermission. Enjoy the show.
Comment down below how many rounds you think it's gonna take us to defeat this. Same thing in chat.
Or die to it. All right.
Comment down below.
Come on, guys. Fate gets 5.
Or how many times do you think Lorkris is gonna go unconscious?
Why you gotta put the juju out there? I'm on the wrong side of the wall. I don't know if Weejoss will bring me back.
We'll bring you back.
She might be like, you should have survived.
Whatever. Anyways, we're gonna roll for your initiative.
I could just see we just
let me get prepped here. Just a moment.
I could just see we just going, yeah, your friends are gonna try and save you, but no, I'm gonna keep you this time. And we're gonna be like, no!
Weejoss seems like, if your friends don't save you, I won't.
What's the sing the necromancer song?
Oh. Necromance, if I want to, I can bring your friends to life.
Okay.
You're welcome, Banana Tom. Now it's stuck in your head.
Nice,
I need to take some time tomorrow and write out that song.
Because there was more to it than that.
Main revenge stream. And I'm out.
Yeah, stop looking. We're chat dark now. We're not supposed to be.
I was looking at something else, okay? Thank you very much.
He does a little head shake too.
I don't know if I haven't had enough coffee or too much.
You want some of mine?
Not really. There's no creamer.
There is no creamer. We should have got a creamer when we were out today.
You should
What
have
kind
mentioned
of
it. When
creamer
I
are
went
we
out.
talking about?
You forgot because you don't care about me.
I don't drink coffee creamer. Or
was about to
coffee
be like-
creamer.
Yeah, no
So
one really just drinks
real
coffee.
quick
You
though,
oh, I'm sure there are.
I have a little bit of
Uh-oh.
prepping here to do, but can you guys give me your initiatives? Fern,
15.
15. Lorkris.
21!
Okay, Ray.
21.
Who has the better dex?
I have a 16.
You have a 16? I'm at 14.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave you at 21 and bump her up to 22.
Yeah. Nice.
What kind of creamer do you like there, Fate?
I like the classic, just like the vanilla creamer, for the most part, because it goes with the most variety of like types of coffee, in my opinion. It's the most versatile. That's why I also like vanilla ice cream, because I'm basic AF.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker. But I do appreciate like the occasional like Bailey's Irish cream ones, or like sometimes the like the Reese's ones, like the really disgustingly sweet ones, but like on like the rare occasion, you know, like every now and then.
I've been enjoying a salted caramel creamer in my coffee.
Mm-hmm.
There's people that will order Okay, that doesn't shock me. What gets me is when people order a venti breve latte with a single shot of espresso and like 6 pumps of vanilla, 6 pumps of hazelnut, and it's literally just sugar and half with like
a little bit of coffee.
And I'm just like,
it's very similar to Cuban coffee, where it's not necessarily Cuban. Yeah, it's like a Cuban type of coffee where it's mostly milk. It's more milk than there is coffee.
Yeah.
But it's a smaller portions and not like the the big ones that make you gross.
But like that's like 20 ounces of half and half, and that just.
How many shots of espresso are in a medium?
So a 16 ounce has 2 shots, and then the 20 ounce also has 2 shots. So you technically get more bang for your buck for a 16 ounce coffee.
I usually, if I go to a coffee shop, I usually get 1 shot in my 16 ounce. So sometimes the espresso is just a little too overpowering for me.
Yeah, it depends on
I there are times where sometimes the coffee is like the espresso is a bit much. But if I'm gonna do that, I tend to go with like your traditional sweet drink and then add a shot to mellow out the sweet. So instead of sweetening up the bitter, I mellow out the sweet. And then I just, drive my coworkers crazy with my dumb anecdotes.
So on the combat sheet, I'm calling this thing the Chonka-Killer.
Oh, I went with Evil Chonk, but yeah,
Chonka-Killer!
That's great. I love it.
All right.
Do you want me to?
What?
Do you want me to?
No, we get to understand it as it happens.
Okay, fine. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's how it always goes.
I know.
I just did it because I thought it'd be funny, but yeah.
Chonka-Killer. Oh my god.
Okay. It looks like Ray is first.
I look up at Philip. Bonus action. Lorkris, Fern, Philip loves you, right?
Well, of course, if they're gonna have fun in combat and they're gonna beat it up, then you give them all the love that they deserve. We love them. You better perform well, you guys.
It's a D10.
Correct.
Yes, it is a D10 now.
This is my special.
Yeah, I have an Emillynn die.
A special. Cheers.
Not sorry.
Can't.
It's gonna be quite the.
And then for my action, I'm gonna go, Lorkris, let's speed this up. Cast haste on you.
Nice. Nice.
1 second.
Okay. Do you make any moves?
I think I had.
By the way, check it out, guys. It's whoa.
Whoa.
Watch me screw things up.
Don't break your tablet.
Yep, I caught it in time.
He made his dex check, everybody.
I did. Well, I failed one and then I succeeded on one. All right. So I just thought it was pretty funny. Starkitty, of course, this is her little character. And we decided to use the Vargoyle.
That's Philip.
It's Philip.
Yeah, I love it.
So.
Yes, gotta represent Philip now that you guys can see him.
Yeah, you can see him. He can't technically interact with anything.
I mean, he can eye stalk bump.
That's true.
He can what?
He can eye stalk bump.
That's true. That's true.
And Fern has petted him.
That's true. No, I mean he can't interact with anything else, but except you guys.
Okay.
Valid.
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's not like he has hands
So
or anything.
you're gonna stay where you're at, or are you gonna move?
I'm going to move 10, 20 feet.
Okay.
Does it for me?
I
Yes.
have a question. I want to make sure I understand haste correctly. +2 to AC, advantage on deck saves, and one more attack on my turn that I can use to make a single weapon attack, not do like my normal 2 attacks per action, right?
Correct.
Yeah, it's an additional,
right.
It's an
It gives you an
additional
additional attack, not an additional attack action.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I can,
like the
I can
fighter's
use
actions
all
are-
the but I can use all the other like classic aspects of what an action would be. So
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
the action can be used only to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action. So
Okay.
you can do that. So if
Sure,
you wanted to
okay,
go
okay.
smack with your 2 regular hits and go, I'm going to use my haste to disengage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So
can do
you
that,
can
yeah.
actually be super mobile if you wanted to.
Yes.
Like guerrilla hit and run tactics. Or
Yeah.
just whack it 3 times, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And your
Do
speed
I
is
get
doubled.
additional? And then do I get additional movement? Do I get
Yeah.
plus?
She just said,
double.
yeah, it doubles your
It is double,
speed from 30 to 60.
Okay, that's right. That's right. All right.
Sweet. All right, so you're up, Lorkris, sir.
Sorry, I'm just making notes so I know what I got. All right. Well, isn't this just swell? How far away are we? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Like what, 40 feet away from it? 40, 50 feet?
5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30.
Sorry, my throat is super dry and I need to grab some.
You're 30 feet away.
30 feet away? Okay. Okay. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't
Yeah.
either, and then I noticed I
I
had
know.
haste, and I was like, I'll do that.
I'm going to kick this can over to
whack 'em.
Lorkris.
Okay.
I'm like, I could go fireball, but it looks angry, but it hasn't attacked us yet.
Okay.
Oh, he's so gonna attack us.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, what about? I would like to.
Rage.
I can't. It's not in my list of things.
Did you say rage?
Yes. Okay,
Wrong
so first off, as a bonus action, I am going to cast Branding Smite on myself, which gives me just an additional 2d6 radiant damage on the next strike that I have with the next minute.
Okay.
And then yeah. Yeah, fuck it. Lorkris is gonna take advantage. I'm gonna take advantage of the speed that I've got in double movement. He's gonna rush in and get within melee range. Actually, you know what? Real quick, before I definitively say that, is he on the ground or is he still up in the tree?
So it's a tree. It's a dead tree, a very large
Okay.
dead tree, but he's kind of curled around it.
Okay, so if I were to come up, I would still be able to strike it. He's not up elevated.
From this side, you could get at a portion of him. His upper torso part is elevated up here.
Okay. I want to make sure I just understand. Yeah, so I will move into a space that I can strike him with the glaive.
Because he's got-
gonna go.
You have reach, so probably
yeah.
there.
Okay. I will swing, with my two. First one is a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one is 32 to hit. I think
Is
I got
what?
that one. 32.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, on the first hit is going to be with the branding smite, so that gives me the additional 2d6.
Also, it's the first hit of your round, so you get that extra radiant damage.
Getting there. My goodness.
Damage is
Because,
damage.
but hang on. There's actually a caveat to that. I can choose when it does that.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So, what kind of damage is it?
The D6 is going to be radiant damage, and then the and slashing for the regular.
Okay.
That's called.
Definitely tell them to me separately.
Yeah. That's very disappointing. Okay. Radiant damage on this hit is going to be 4. I rolled really weak on that. And then weapon damage for the first one is going to be 20, because I now have a plus 12 to damage, plus a d10, and I rolled an 8. So that's 20 physical damage for the first hit. Second hit, I'm going to use my Bless Strikes, which I get once per turn, which adds a 1d8 radiant damage. So
Okay.
that's on the second one.
Hold that thought a second.
I understand.
Hang on a second.
He's got to do some maths.
When you hit it, you do hit it, obviously, but it feels incredibly hard. And despite the magic of your glaive, you were shocked to find that it's as if your weapon attack seems to kind of glance off of it slightly. It's less of a hit, less impactful. So the physical damage seems to be lessened, whereas the radiant damage was fully effective.
Copy that. So for the second hit, 2 damage for the Blessed Strike.
That's your radiant damage?
Yeah. I get it once per turn, get 1d8 to a weapon attack that I make. I wanted to split it up between the two.
Okay.
And then rolled max damage for my regular damage die, so 22. Though I know it's gonna not be as much, but I hit hard.
22 slashing damage?
Physical damage. No, it's
Slashing.
Oh, biscuit eaten bulldogs. I forgot. I now have an additional 1d6 acid damage because of the weapon infusion.
Okay.
So, I'll roll that.
So I need you to back up, though. You kind of went all over the place there. How much was the physical damage? I put 2 for the radiant damage, and then how much for the other?
22.
Okay.
I rolled max damage.
Gotcha. And now you're rolling the acid
The
damage.
acid. Yeah. Total acid damage is 5 between both strikes. A 3 and a 2. Just weak.
Strangely enough, the acid damage seems to have had an opposite effect.
Because he's a bug.
Oh, it seems like it healed him.
Yeah, how much damage was it again?
5.
5.
Okay, yeah. I mean, not just because it's a bug, it's a really weird, strange kind of, aberrant, corrupted kind of bug. But yeah, you penetrated it. It resisted some of that damage, despite the fact that your weapon was magical. You're really surprised by that. Because normally magical weapons get past any kind of damage resistance, but this one was a bit different. But then as you penetrated, and the acidic green glow that you activated from your weapon. That it actually got inside of it. A kind of a yellow pus seems to be seeping out of it as it's blood. And you notice that the pus, as it hits the ground, it sizzles. So its blood apparently is acidic.
Cool.
Can you choose if you do the acid damage or not?
Nope. Because it's infused.
No, you can, to make it clear, it's something you can activate and deactivate as a free action.
Oh, okay. Well, now I know that for next time.
Yeah.
Even still, I mean, that
you
probably
would have
what
tested
Lorkris would have
it.
done.
You would have tried anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I definitely, for sure, the last time that we played, when you got that thing on it, I said it, but I totally get if you didn't remember.
I may have easily forgot that.
Oh yeah, easy. Yeah, no worries.
And it's so new. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. It's kind of ironic and sad that the first time you got to use this ability on the weapon, it turns out to be the opposite what you want. What were you saying, Starkitty?
I'm going to use my reaction, please.
Oh.
What?
Lorkris!
Yep.
Hey, you need to hit him again, buddy. I see you hit it again. You used to smack him with your spear.
30 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Irritated by the lack of damage acid did and all that good stuff. I'm gonna throw in a 3rd level divine smite
Okay.
because he ain't particularly thrilled. So that's
You made you some coffee?
14, 48,
The food tucker you out?
Plus that.
A little.
Right. Weapon damage.
Need a little pick me
this
up.
damage. That damage. Okay.
Cheers.
You guys are so mean, tempting me.
It's like my mug says, I'm not asleep, I'm doing yoga. Shavasana is the best part of class.
Mm-hmm.
Namaste in bed.
I actually had a participant today ask me, it's like, can you choreograph a full 50-minute class of just Shavasana? And I was like, I think that might be doable.
Okay, this is.
All the maths.
So why are you doing all these maths?
He's got to separate the damage for you.
Well, no, I know.
Yeah.
I figured it would be easier that way, but.
When I have so I rolled 30. Okay, there we go. 30 on my physical damage and 14 on the radiant damage.
Out of
Wow.
curiosity, what'd you roll on the D10?
Your D10?
Yeah, my D10.
Your D10 was a 10.
Oh, sweet. See?
My
So-
D10 was an 8. Yeah. Philip
Philip
came in
loves
clutch.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then for my hasted action, I am going to move out out of range. I'm going to disengage and move closer to Emillynn. A little bit closer towards Emillynn. Yeah, about right there. That's good.
Very good.
And I'm going to say, don't use acid. Don't let that blood touch you. And then that's going to end my turn.
Okay.
2 hours later.
You know what? Haste gives me way too much fun.
I'm teasing.
I know.
It slithers at an incredible speed, more quickly than you would imagine a caterpillar being able to move. Suddenly, right there. And it shoots out a stream of acid, almost like a lightning bolt of yellow pussy goo streaming out like a fire hose in a line. It'll be just missing Miss Ray, but hitting
Okay, good.
everybody
As
else.
long as it doesn't hit Philip.
Yeah, you guys need to roll me reflex saves. Don't forget that you have advantage on your, dexterity saves. You have advantage on your dexterity save thanks to haste.
Oh, do I have to do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's hitting all three of you. It's got 100-foot length.
Apparently, I'm out of it.
Yeah, but it's not very wide. It's just like a lightning bolt. It's
It's
like,
a 5-foot line.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5-foot wide line.
23!
just a sec.
And yeah, Lorkris, you have advantage.
Yeah.
It's a good thing too.
Why was one of the rolls bad?
One of the rolls was mediocre. It was a 10 plus 6, so 16. But the other one was a 16 plus 6, so 22.
You're welcome.
Sorry, it's not a 100-foot line. It's a 60-foot line. But yeah, it is 5 feet
But
wide.
still.
All right. And the DC is that. So okay. So you had a what?
23.
23.
22.
Okay, Rylar. Rylar's going to use his luck feat to re-roll that. That's much better. Mm, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
We appreciate.
Ow, knee, ow.
It's at least 9d6.
It's not sixes.
Oh, it's not sixes?
No.
Oh.
Can I borrow 3d8 from you?
Oh my goodness.
No!
12d8. 1, 2,
I think I can hear chicken making sound.
3.
Thank you. Okay, let's see here.
So who made their saves?
You all made your saves.
So we just take half damage now.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
I need my turn to happen.
So it would be 60 points of damage, so you're taking 30 points of damage instead.
Oh, what kind of damage is it?
Whoa,
Acid?
Druid, what did you do?
Druid?
What do you?
Nothing. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, it's because you have the hotkeys.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, I can see a stream going on.
What did you say? What did you say, Druid?
What is it? It's acid damage.
Yes, it's acid. Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Well, next is going to be. That's all it does. Fern, you're up.
Okay. Can I see the sky?
No, remember I told you it's a complete
Oh, I
canopy.
just wanted to double check.
Right.
She misses call lightning.
Yeah. I'm not, like, I didn't do this specifically to stop her call lightning. It's just the way I had designed the
It's fine. Hack. I'm going to. Hold on. I'm going to. Okay, fine. I'm just gonna do. I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 5th level,
Okay.
right on top of him.
You gotta be so rude today, Mr. Cord. Okay. I'm gonna put it here on this base part.
Okay. And then I'm going to move kind of like a diagonal towards the center. Yeah, that direction. Correct, yeah.
You wanna go your full move or go right there?
Right there is perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna bonus action cast Shillelagh.
Okay.
So I haven't I never understand Moonbeam. I don't know why.
When it starts its turn.
So when a creature enters So at the start of his turn, he'll take damage and stuff.
Right.
Because he didn't willingly enter the space.
Cool. It's Rylar's turn. Rylar says, "Ah, that stings! That's nasty!" He says, "I'm feeling rusty. We haven't fought in a while. You guys tell me what to do." And he is going to 5, 10, 15. Doesn't want to be in a line with anybody, so he goes there. And he's going to shoot it with, I believe, 3 purple beamers now, right?
Yeah, 11th level is 3.
We're 15.
But we're 15, so...
I think that gets...
I think it goes up to level 16, and that's where it stops at. I don't think it goes up there.
I'm looking it up. Eldritch Blast. It's 4 beams at 17th level.
Okay.
So he's got 3.
And the spellcasting ability is... Like, what's your spell? It's based on what numbers again?
Are you talking about...
Spellcasting ability.
It's going to be...
The spell attack.
Charisma.
It's going to be based off his charisma.
No, I know it's based off charisma. But
Charisma plus proficiency.
Proficiency. Right. Thank you. Sorry. 5, 4, 5, 9 plus. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right, and it was so he's got 3 purple beamers, right?
Yes.
All right.
Does he have repelling blast? Right.
Right, he does. Can someone look up a double check for me what the if there's like a size/weight limit for a monster being pushed with repelling blast?
It does not state. I have it from my other character in our other camp. It just says a creature is pushed back 10 feet. I mean, I can double check it, but I really don't think.
So you guys are kind of mystified because what happens is 2 of his purple beamers, his Eldritch Blasts, completely miss it, but one of them hits it, and of course it does push it, but Rylar gets all excited. He's like, yeah! He's super excited that he, for some reason, you're not sure why, because he missed with 2 of his bolts of his Eldritch Blast, his purple beamer. But
there is
you
no
all
limit.
looking at it, it does seem like his 1 purple beamer seemed to be more effective than before. So, yeah. You're not sure, though.
It does not specifically state a weight limit
Okay.
or size.
So then it
and
pushes.
you can choose to push it or not.
Well, in this instance, he wasn't thinking straight. If he would have, he would have not pushed it, right? Because of her moonbeam. But it's Rylar. He's not always smart about things, and so he ended up accidentally pushing it. 10 feet, right?
Yep.
So he gets all excited, and then he sees Fern's dejected look on her face, and realizes what he did, and he's all like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I hate Moonbeam! I don't know why I keep trying.
All right. Okay. We're back to the top of the round. Ray.
No acid. Okay. I'm going to cast Fireball, but I'm going to use my bonus action to change it from fire to force, because I have my Arcane Pioneer.
Okay. And Arcane Pioneer lets you pick any damage type or any elemental type.
When you cast a spell that deals fire, cold, lightning, thunder, or force damage, you can use a bonus action to change the type of damage into another one of those forms.
Okay.
So I can only change it into
One of those. Yeah.
So I'm going to change my Fireball into a Force Ball.
Okay.
So it needs to make me a Dexterity saving throw, DC 20.
You're shocked at the speed of this thing, and it succeeds on its saving throw. Its speed belies its size, or its size belies its speed, because it's crazy fast.
27 points of damage. Force damage.
By the way, I forgot to tell Fern, on her turn, she could definitely feel Chonka-Killer in her backpack, just like, right here in the middle of the fight, just like, just shaking and rattling and moving around. Okay. So,
Chonka-Killer, right now's not the time!
all right, now it was
27.
27. All right, and so half of that is like 13.
Yes. Force damage.
Okay.
Force damage.
Next.
Lorkris.
I'm gonna go take a 30-minute break. I'm kidding.
What?
I said I'm gonna go take a 30-minute break. I'm
Oh.
kidding.
Thanks. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ugh. I feel like I'm so not spec to fight this thing at all. Like, in any way. So...
Just go
I'm
whack
just...
him.
Huh?
Go whack him.
I mean, I could, but... Yeah, I'm just gonna try... Where is it? Yeah. Let's give this a shot. Am I within 30 feet of him?
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'm just gonna give this a shot, because I don't know. I'm gonna use my... Oh, is it? I can't use the hasted action to cast a spell, huh?
Well,
It's only
only
a
if you
weapon
want to
attack.
give up your attack action.
Yeah. God, that's
You could do a bonus action spell.
So my thing is, with haste, I can't technically use my own path to the grave and then hit him with the spell, because they both cost an action. And
Right.
the orientation of when those go, unless I can technically use my hasted action first, which I feel doesn't apply. It should be after my normal action.
Well, I don't
Right.
think it even matters whether you do it first or like if you read haste, its intent is you're not going to be able to. What you're trying to do is like casting 2 spells in one.
Well, my path to the grave is not a spell; it's an ability that takes an action, but it technically doesn't fall within what haste says. So I wouldn't be able to use my action ability and then my normal, like the hasted action, use path to the grave, and then my regular action.
Could you
to cast
set
a
yourself
spell.
up for the next turn?
Unless nobody else decides to hit it, because it's whenever I or my next ally. It doesn't matter. I can't hold it off. I have to hold my action to do so. So
So when you say hit, is it a melee hit or just any hit?
any damage any of my allies
That's
do.
how you got your double
Yeah,
fireball damage against the...
because I knew you were next. Like in action economy, the next person would be Fern in that sense. Now I could arguably hold my action to cast that, but it comes kind of...
You want to delay your...
You can also choose to delay your action to the end of the round if you want.
Whatever. No, I'm just gonna give it a try. I will cast Blight at 4th level.
Okay, tell me about the mechanics of Blight, like its requirements, its range, and all that, and then I'll have you describe it, the spell effect to me.
30 feet, Constitution saving throw, DC 16.
So it's a single target, 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not an AoE or a dot. It's just a single target. Do some blight damage.
Yes. It is necrotic damage, which I'd imagine is not going to bode well for this thing. Or rather, not going to bode well for me. Yeah. If the target is a plant creature or magical plant, it's not a plant creature. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a DC 16 Constitution save.
So the damage so it's blight. It's a spell. So describe to me the spell, and then I'll tell you what happens.
Like how I cast a spell or what the spell does.
Yeah, no, you already told me the mechanics of the spell. I want to hear your interpretation of how you cast the spell.
So much like Lorkris, every single time, or all the other times he's cast it, he slices the air with the glaive, not making contact, and you see that energy kind of like crescent just whip out from it in that sickening green that resembles the color of his eyes.
Okay. Well, your green isn't necessarily a sickening green, but but I get what you're saying. The spell looks kind of like a variant of your green eyes.
Yeah.
So the blight effect hits it like it would in any other creature. You would expect it to do something terrible, but it seems to completely ignore it, like as if it's immune to necrotic damage.
Cool. That ends my turn.
Okay.
Nothing in this.
You guys notice that it heals, like it's regenerating. Some of its wounds heal up a little bit. And so far you've tried acid, necrotic, and force. Just to clarify.
Oh,
all right.
And
radiant.
And radiant, right? Yeah. Right. None of those seem to have stopped it from the regeneration. All right. So now it's its turn. Okay. Actually, first, before it takes its action. No, this is fine. This is fine. It's going to move at incredible speeds, slither around the tree and up and around and down the tree, and park itself within reach of all three of you, actually. Technically, I believe doesn't your sentinel go off when something gets within?
I mean,
Is it within 10 feet?
is it within 10 feet?
Let me see. Yes, it is within 10 feet of you. It's within 10 feet of Rylar. It's within 10 feet of Fern.
Would it have become within 10 feet of me before it got within 10 feet of Rylar and Fern?
The way it came down the tree, it came in within 10 feet of all of you at the same time.
Simultaneously?
Yeah.
Yeah, my sentinel would go off. Because of, Polearm Master would go off, therefore Sentinel, because it's an opportunity.
Oh, right, I always get those confused, my bad. So.
Yeah, I mean, it functions the same way at this point, because Polearm just allows you to make an opportunity. Sentinels when an opportunity attack.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your opportunity attack. Well, no, it's the way, and just to be clear, the Polar Master lets you make an opportunity attack when something
enters my range, and because I make an opportunity attack, I can use Sentinel.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Although in this
natural
instance,
20.
the Sentinel won't matter, but what? 20 you said?
Natural 20. Yeah.
Oh, a natural 20. Okay.
Natural 20.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and.
I think you know what's about to happen next. There's a divine smite coming in on this guy because he's not happy at all. He hates this thing, and we're just gonna roll with it. Where are you? Just want to make sure. I know. I just always. I want to make sure. Why is it never in the same spot?
So I'm going to have, what's everybody's perception, passive perception again?
21.
21.
Okay. Rylar is not, in Fates is what?
13. I see nothing.
Okay. So everybody except Fate notices when this thing comes down off the tree, it's after it moves at incredible speed, it comes into this position, putting all three of you within reach of itself. Just as you see Lorkris making his opportunity attack swing that you've seen him do tactically in combat many times before. You notice that the giant Chonka-Killer, its skin flares open with all these kind of needles kind of sticking out of it. This giant looking kind of, these white needle looking things kind of just flare out of it.
Out of curiosity, because this would be important, is it considered undead? And not that my character would know that, and not that Lorkris would know that, but is it undead? Because it does an additional 1d8, which is something I never paid attention to in Divine Smite.
Oh, you never did pay attention to it.
Does it?
So, you know, I guess that would be something that I would need to pay attention to. I'm not going to say whether it's undead or not. You don't know because your character hasn't tried to figure that, hasn't tried to determine that or not. It seems like a living creature as far as you can tell, but...
Got it. So it determines whether or not I add an additional 1d8 to my Divine Smite.
I'll tell you whether you roll that or not.
Fair enough.
So, yeah. I guess what I'm getting at then is don't roll that.
My next thing, one of the other things I was debating on doing, the Path to the Grave wouldn't have worked, would be trying to do, like, identify whether it's undead or not, because it has that same yellow glow. But the action economy doesn't allow me, and it kind of nerfs what I had. So, yeah. I might as not have hit him. That is so trash. Not today. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8.
I need you to give me the physical damage first, and then the radiant damage.
15 on the regular damage.
Okay.
And 4, 8. 4, 8. Uh, 13 on my radiant damage on 5d8.
So when you hit it, you know, like I said, it comes up and it flares up with these needles that's sticking out, and you hit it. These things flare up like quite a bit. As soon as you hit it with a physical melee attack, you find effectively half of the damage that you deal is reflected back at you. So you take 7 points of slashing damage. Just like that's actually how much it took too, because it's got that resistance to slashing.
Wow, that is just.
It took the full radiant, by the way. It looked like so.
A full trash 13 damage on 5d8, dude. I rolled 2 1s.
Oh wow.
A 2. Yeah, I rolled on 5d8 13 damage. That is
That's rough.
unbelievable.
That is icky.
Yeah. What a waste. That is such a waste of a net. It's still its turn.
Okay.
It's
So now, it's going to make 3 attacks. One attack, it's going to bite Fern, and then these tendrils that are almost like tentacles kind of shoot out of it. You know, they kind of fly, fling out of it. They don't shoot out like they leave it, but they just kind of, they're like tentacles, and they flop out and slap Lorkris and Rylar. So first off, the bite attack against Fern. Fern, what is your AC?
20.
Okay. So let's see, 22. We'll get there. Wow, that's a big hit. Fern, you take 38 points of piercing damage, and you're grappled in its mouth. Trying to eat Fern.
She's trying to make sure that Chonka-Killer doesn't get crushed.
Right now, she's doing that, and her head and one of her shoulders is like inside the thing's mouth, and she's trying.
And she's like trying to take off her backpack. Protect Chonka-Killer!
And then now the tentacle attacks. Yeah, I know that'll get there against Lorkris because it was a natural 19. And then against Rylar. Wow.
It's not gonna get there?
No, it is gonna get there.
Oh. It's like, what?
All right. So, Lorkris, you're going to take from the tentacle slap, it's 4, 5. You're going to take 7 points of piercing damage and 5 points of acid damage. And I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
You said 5 on the acid?
Yeah. And it actually barely missed Rylar. Rylar deflected it with his shield. Yeah,
that's a fail.
Huh?
What did you roll?
I mean, 12.
You got a 12 total?
I rolled a 5.
Oh. Okay. Find it. Oh, wow. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
You heard the thunder?
Yeah.
Well.
I was paying attention.
It sounded like he dropped something. That's what I heard.
I have music.
Yeah, we have thunder. There's a storm brewing. So you are now poisoned by it, which means you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Sweet.
Because you're feeling off. You're feeling nauseous from it. And now it's done. It's Fern's turn. You can either try and make an attack, cast a spell from inside its mouth, or try and break out.
So like, is her face and head are like inside of its mouth, right?
You're up. Yeah, you're inside of its mouth up to your shoulder on one side, like your head and your neck and your shoulder. Yeah.
So like,
You're
hypothetically, though,
Mm-hmm.
could I shoot him with an ice knife inside of his?
No, it's a ranged attack. You have disadvantage.
Oh God, stupid!
And you're within 5 feet, so you hit yourself.
Ah! I just wanted to.
I mean, you can do ranged attacks within 5 feet of somebody. It's not like you can't do that. It just means you do it with a disadvantage, but you're also casting it from inside of its mouth.
Into his stomach.
Well, there's
Give him
no
a
way
bellyache.
It's there's no way to get it down at the stomach. You could definitely hit the top of its throat or whatever it is that you're inside of.
Well, Fern for sure wants to get out of its mouth.
Okay, so then you can use your action to do an escape artist check.
Acrobatics?
No.
Or
The escape. Oh, I'm sorry. I forget what. So with grappled, yeah, let me double
because
check.
it would be pretty cool if it was acrobatics.
I always forget in 5th ed how grappling works.
It's a opposed strength check.
Oh no!
Now I think you're thinking of 3.5. This one in 5th ed it just gives you a DC, but I need to figure out what you roll because it doesn't tell me what to roll. Grappling uses the attack action is not. Wait a minute, is this 3.5? Nope, this is 5e.
DM might also call for a strength check when you try to accomplish tasks like the following: force open a stuck, locked, or barred door, break free of bonds, push through a tunnel that is too small, hang on a wagon. It's a opposed strength check.
So it's my strength.
Yeah.
Contested by the target's strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics check. Yes, actually. So she
Okay,
can
so I can use my acrobatics?
Yeah, you can contest it using your acrobatics, correct.
Oh no! 10!
Wait. Fern or Druid, you have an extra dice.
You have an extra dice, and also there's one other thing you guys haven't used in months. You have the.
So the thing with inspiration is that we've kind of gone back and forth a couple of times, so I don't touch it because I'm never sure whether I should use it or not.
Yeah,
be
because
honest.
I don't remember.
Like before, it was at the beginning of like after a long rest, or at the start of every session. Or
It's just once
so
per
it's
day.
changed.
Yeah, I think we came up with once per combat encounter. You can use an inspiration die like kind of like a luck point. And you can basically just let you re-roll one roll, I believe. Wow.
Sounds like hail.
Sounds like hail. I don't know if you guys can hear it. If it's bothering you guys, super loud for us.
I can't hear it.
Good thing we only have one car.
I'll
and it's in
use
the
my.
garage.
Yeah. What was that?
I'm gonna re-roll. Oh, I'm glad I did.
Oh, so you're using your inspiration die to re-roll?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you get?
27.
Okay. You break free of the grapple. So this means you haven't used the bardic inspiration yet?
No, I have not.
Okay, good. That's smart. That's good. Because I'll tell you, you would have needed to roll a natural 10 on your D10 to have broken that grapple. It's got a crazy DC to get out of its mouth. So.
It is hailing outside.
Wow. All right, so you
Okay,
broke free
now-
from its mouth. I believe that you still have a move action after that.
I'm going to drop concentration on Moonbeam,
Okay.
by the way. Make it go away. And then I'm just going to like move more towards the center tree. I'm not gonna leave his threat range though, because I don't want to get hit anymore
Right.
yet.
Gotcha. Is that okay? Where I put you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Technically, you're flanking with Lorkris now. Just for a
Doesn't
heads
matter.
up for Lorkris.
Well, now you have a straight up
I
roll.
know.
All right. Rylar's turn. No one gave him any instructions. So he's.
Just
I did say protect Chonka-Killer.
That's
I did
true.
give him instructions.
So, but you didn't quite get the backpack off. So, he's not sure how he's going to accomplish protecting Chonka-Killer. Let me see for a second. He's got this look on his face of like confusion. He's like, I'm not sure how to fight this thing. Like he doesn't feel like he's built to fight this thing.
None of us are.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, maybe this would work. He's like a big black butt blaster.
Yeah!
So he shoots it with a rave enfeeblement.
Yeah.
Which makes a con save. Let's see here. And its con save is a 20. I mean, the DC is a 20, right? No, that's not right. How does the spell save DC work again? Like, why do I have here 9 + 1, 17 + 1, and 9 + 1?
I don't know. Spell save DC is 8 plus proficiency plus your applicable modifier.
Oh, well, that makes sense then. 17 + 1, yeah, okay. So he's got all right. So he's got to hit an 18. Wow, this thing has a +10. And I roll a 10, so that's 20. So unfortunately, it shrugged off the rave enfeeblement. Rylar looks irritated at himself. Okay, top of the round. Miss Emillynn Ray.
Ray!
Oh, this was the creature's round again, by the way, right? Or did I already?
No, the
No.
creature went.
Yeah, the
Okay, so it already healed once. It didn't need to heal again, right?
Correct.
Okay, it's it's regenerate. Okay, gotcha. Okay. So far, necrotic and acid haven't kept it from regeneration, and of course, force didn't. You wouldn't expect force to anyway. But.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's try just a plain old fireball. But how tall is this thing?
It's huge. It's like, I mean, like when it's rearing up, I mean, it's like, I mean, its full length is probably like 30 feet. So when it's rearing up like that, it's probably like 15, 20.
Okay, because
Yeah.
my 20-foot radius sphere, I don't want to hit anybody.
Oh, so you're going to kind of aim it above its head. Okay.
Yes. Plain old fireball at 3rd level.
Okie dokie.
It's got to make me a dexterity saving throw, DC 20.
I can do.
That's a 21.
Yeah. 27 again.
Yeah!
So it takes all of that damage. It seems to really not like it.
Oh, it takes all the fire damage?
Oh wait, no, I made it save. Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. I mean, it takes the damage and it doesn't ignore any of it or anything. Okay. It seems irritated. It kind of lets out a weird hissing, screeching sound, and its wounds where the fire burned it look kind of charred, and some of the ooze is kind of dried up in those spots. So you're going to observe it and see what happens. Anything else? Any movements?
Yes, I'm going to move. Just 30 feet. There.
Okie dokie. All right, that's it.
I'm in line with Lorkris, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe 25 feet.
All right, gotcha. All right.
Take back my 5 feet.
Right. At the end of your turn, the creature uses a legendary action and makes a bite attack against Lorkris. AC is 22 or 20?
22 because
22,
of,
thought so. Yeah, you and Rylar have the same AC now. All right, so that's still going to hit. That's a 26. So.
Nope.
Yeah, you better
That's a low roll. You got lucked out there. So you take 25 points of damage. And now you are sucked into its mouth.
Call lightning!
Cool. Like, it just.
Here, I'm just going to hang you on his little foot right there. Like that. Okay. It's now your turn, Lorkris. Did you take the damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Unfortunately. I mean, I guess I could still technically.
Okay. Oh no, it's just absolutely pointless. Holy shit. I'm just gonna try to break out.
Roger that.
Disadvantage.
So
Oh, cause you. Oh yeah.
I'm at disadvantage because I'm poisoned, so I have to try to break out and I have to use my action to do so. So that's what I'm gonna do.
okay.
And I can use my athletics. Correct.
One other thing of note, since it's the start of the new round, we've had a couple of rounds of fight. I meant to tell you this at the beginning of this newest round, but those with the high perception, with the passive perception of 20 or more, notice looking up at the grotto's canopy ceiling, it looks thinner in certain places, almost as if they're like potentially thin cracks where sunlight could be let in. So,
Quick question, going back to the save that Lorkris had to make. What kind of save was it?
it was a Constitution saving throw. What?
Oh, to not get grappled?
Oh wait, no, there's no save to not get grappled.
Oh, okay.
It just, when you get attacked by this thing, it grapples you. But on his turn, he can do an escape DC 20
Okay.
to get out of it.
I think
Using his
that could be your.
athletics.
Yeah. Athletics or acrobatics.
Keep in mind, there's one good advantage to this. During the time that you're in its mouth, even though you're restrained, and you. Oh wow! I just realized I just said that restrained. Restrained creature speed becomes 0 and can't benefit from any bonus to speed. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attacks have disadvantage. The creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Okay, so yeah, it's not a big deal. You're restrained while in its mouth.
Yeah.
But it's not. You're already in a state where you're at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So,
It doesn't matter.
but yeah, you can still try and take actions. Apparently, you just can't move and stuff. So.
Yeah. The downside is being in its mouth. Getting chomped on is no bueno, and I'm not.
Downside is what?
Downside being in its mouth, I get chomped on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to get out of that. Disadvantage. Let's go. Yeah. No, I'm in his mouth. Unless a 19 gets me out.
Wow, that's so close. Did you? And you didn't re-up his any
Nope.
of his. Yeah.
And technically, if I were to use my inspiration, I'd still have to take my lowest roll, which would still be either the 7 I rolled
No,
or
if you take your inspiration, you get to roll a dice, a new dice. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
because it's disadvantage.
The way I see it is, when you're using an inspiration die, it's a straight die roll. You get to roll the die one time. You don't have to roll a disadvantage, but you don't get to roll advantage either.
I mean, if it was a dexterity check, actually it would have been a straight die for you because with haste, you do have advantage on dex saves.
Yeah, that's true. It does. So he could actually choose acrobatics instead of athletics if he wanted to. It's really up to him. But it's too late now. He already rolled the 2 dice for the athletics check.
Yeah.
If you want to use your inspiration die to try and get out of it, you just basically get to do a straight die roll. You know, of course, you get to add your bonuses. It's just like you're re-rolling, but you're not rolling at disadvantage. You're just rolling a die.
And then that would be a dexterity. No, that wouldn't be a
Of course,
saving throw,
again,
that would-
the fact that it has you in its
I'm
mouth
so confused.
means that it can't bite somebody else. So
but
keep
it can
that in
still
mind.
bite me though, right?
Well, you don't know what's going to happen. No one has stayed in its mouth long enough to know. Yeah.
That's fair. So if I were to re-roll acrobatics, not a dexterity save, like
So no.
You're
You're overcomplicating. If you wanted to, obviously you already rolled your athletics check in a disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
If you had chosen instead to roll acrobatics, it would have been a single die roll, okay? However, if you want to use your inspiration die to roll again, I won't make you roll at disadvantage, regardless of which one you pick, athletics or acrobatics, just because I'm letting you use your inspiration die to make a whole brand new roll. And I just feel like the whole idea of the inspiration die is it doesn't have any things that you add on to it. So.
So I'm lost. Do I use my +2 on acrobatics or no?
No, what I'm saying is you would want to pick the best of the two, athletics or acrobatics, whichever one is better for you.
Yeah, athletics
and
was
he's giving
12.
you one more free roll, and you can take that roll or not.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you add your acrobatics.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't
or
make
your
that
athletics.
clear.
Yeah,
Basically,
no,
if you want to use your inspiration die to re-roll your athletics check, you can. You just need to roll one die for me.
Just roll a die and then add your athletics.
15 plus 12.
That got there. 20 was your target. So
I'm so lost because I'm at
plop out of his mouth.
Like
But he was
There was a moment when
No,
you're
I know,
like,
I
I'm
just
not going to make it. I'm not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
And then you struggle just a tad more and plop out. You're within 5 feet of it now, though, because of where you plop out at.
Wonderful. I'm going to use my hasted action to disengage and get as closest to Emillynn as I can.
Okay. You want to get as close to Emillynn?
Yeah.
Like over here?
Nope.
Okay.
And then bonus action, because I noticed it didn't like the heat. I'm gonna cast Searing Smite at 5th level on myself for the next time I get to hit. And then Emillynn, your haste is great, but this thing is not great. I don't feel too well.
That's okay.
He's letting you
That's
know
my
he
turn.
he feels poisoned.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's Lorkris' turn.
Chonka-Killer!
Chonka-Killer. All right. So, the creature quickly slithers around the tree. Fern, you can, if you want to, roll an opportunity attack to bonk it.
Yes!
Schwack it with your stick.
Because I have Shillelagh! Look at me, being so smart every combat, casting it, you know? Every time, just in case. 24 to hit!
Okay, your opportunity attack succeeds. And your weapon is magical, correct? Because
Yes!
I mean, we already knew it's magical. I just didn't know if it had. Okay, that's fine. What's the damage?
13!
All right, and it's bludgeoning, right?
Yes!
Okay, so it appears to have just like with the slashing weapon. Yeah, it's like because of the roundness of parts of it and the hardness of it, it deflects blades slashing and bludgeoning a little bit. So actually, you think pretty much any kind of physical damage attack. So you said 20. What was the physical damage again?
13.
13? Okay,
13.
so it did 6. Okay, and it's going to spew acid at you guys again. Roll me your dexterity saving throws. It seems to be irritated at you and Rylar. 18? Okay, you just made it this time. Rylar did not, however. All right, I need to borrow those those 3 D8s again. Sorry. If you want to just like leave them out. I gave them back only because it doesn't get to do the breath weapon all the time. I got to recharge it, and I have
breath weapon.
Well, it's considered.
It sounds extra scary as a breath weapon. I know, that's why it sounds scary.
Druid, you're adorable. We adore you. You know that. Let's see here. Holy crap.
I love you guys too.
Oh wait, I gotta re-roll that because that's a D10, not a D8. Okay, there we go.
Can I, at the top of the round, can we take a break?
Yeah, we can. Yeah. Oh wow. Holy crap. Yeah. I mean, I guess we got started late because of me and tech issues. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 53 points of damage, half to you. So 26 to you and 53 to Rylar. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and take an intermission. Wait, is this the end of the round?
Oh, no, it's my turn next.
Yeah, it's your turn next. And then Rylar. And then at the end of the round, we'll take an intermission. All right. What you doing, Fern?
So I'm going to turn around. And I'm just going to swirl my stick in its face.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to cast Confusion.
All right, just out of curiosity, remember what I told you guys earlier. You as a player seem to have sort of an aha moment. I just was reminding you in case you forgot between then and now. You know, there seems to be a thinning of the bramble wall ceiling at the very top of the grotto, and there are places where you can almost see light shining through. So, are you?
Oh wait, I can cast Call Lightning. Is that what you're telling me?
No, that's not what I'm telling you. You can't cast Call Lightning yet, is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm going to still cast Confusion.
Okay.
How
20 feet tall. 20 feet off the ground.
Oh, from the top. Wait. How far are we from the roof
how
of the...
tall from his head to the top is?
Yes.
The canopy ceiling is about 50 feet. Actually, it's about 60 feet high. So about 40 feet from the top of his head.
Trying to think if my fireball would have hit the canopy.
No, not if you wanted to also hit his head, because it's a 20-foot radius, right? So, which means that it's a 40-foot diameter. So if you wanted to hit the canopy, then it wouldn't hit him.
Okay. Making sure.
Man, now I want to change my answer.
Okay, change your answer. What is this?
Change your
charades?
action.
Is this? It's okay if you want to.
Okay, so new narrative. Okay, we're gonna pretend like I said nothing, and this is the start of my turn. Okay.
Okay.
So, Fern is gonna look up and she's going to see the sky, and she's just gonna cackle. Ha ha!
Well, she can't see the sky yet. She can just see.
Almost.
It looks thin up there. Yeah, in this spot.
Almost.
Okay. So what you gonna do?
I'm just gonna cast Ice Knife at first level up at the thing to try to break it open. That's all I got.
Tell me about Ice Knife again.
It's a first level spell. It does explode.
Okay,
With
no,
ice.
I understand. How much damage does it do?
It does a D10 of piercing and 2d6 of cold.
Okay, there's a slight chance you'll be able to breach the thing. Go ahead and you don't even have to roll. Isn't it an attack roll or what?
Yeah, the attack roll.
Go ahead and roll the attack roll. It's going to have a really low kind of AC.
19.
Yeah. So you obviously impact upon it. Now roll your damage.
I swear. Wait, 5. 8.
Okay, so your ice knife impacts it and definitely makes kind of an impression on it, makes a dent, it damages it some. It's even thinner in that spot, but you feel like you came up just shy of the damage enough to break through its membrane. Like, just add a character, you missed it by 2 points. All right, and so that was Fern's turn. I take it you're going to stay in that spot next to the thing? You want to do your circle of spores thing? Is that like a
It's a reaction, but I keep forgetting to use it, which is my fault.
Okay.
So...
All right. And then
Maybe it's a good thing you've been forgetting. Maybe it doesn't have an effect on this thing.
yeah, so Rylar's turn now, right?
Oh, I would like to try to move.
Oh.
No. No, stay.
Okay.
Fine.
Bye, Fern.
Bye, Fern.
What? Just out of curiosity, what are you guys' hit points?
I'm at 85.
Mm-hmm.
For the tank is really low, and she's at 34.
34. Wow. Rylar's down to 66. So, because he took that full force of that one acid thing. All right. How about you? Have you even been injured yet? Warbard. All right. So where were we? Rylar's turn. He still hasn't been given instructions. So purple beamer this time. He didn't like that his black butt blaster got wasted. He's only got 2 more spells to cast. So 1, 2, 3. 2 hits.
All of my stuff does damage to things that are in like a radius or something.
Well, if that pushes him back with 2 hits, that's 20 feet. Technically, doesn't provoke opportunity attacking.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. So let's see, 15 and 8 is 23, right? You notice that Rylar seems to be hitting significantly harder than before.
Nice.
The creature seems to be in pain from the hit, almost as if it's in agony from the blast. And it is pushed off of the tree. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't flop, it just kind of flops to the ground, but it goes back 10, 20 feet.
That's cool.
So yeah, just for those initiates out there who don't know, the last level up you guys had, Rylar got to take another Eldritch invocation, and he finally, after all this time, took Agonizing Blast.
Agonizing Blast is so gross. I have it on my Warlock too.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like get extra damage.
Wait, what's your character's hit point max?
159.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only 10. It's 10 more than Rylar. So, all right, which is because Rylar has rolled really well through almost all of his level ups. So,
Take a quick
you guys
break.
wanted to take a quick intermission time. Bam! Intermission screen. Hi guys, G-Force is back again. Lord Whiskers of Floopy Bag is here as well.
I love your name, Lord Whiskers.
I do too. And I knew you would, Starkitty, as soon as I met him in channel. And BD Mafia, hello again. It's good that you're still
Rusty's
here.
in the chat too.
Who else?
Rusty.
Rusty? Oh my God, Rusty, what's up, bud? Greets, man.
Xenomorph.
Of course, that was actually when Rusty was here was like an hour ago. he might have had to AFK it, but that's all right. He
We'll
has
be
been.
back.
Yeah. So we love you guys. It's good to see you. What do you think of this ginormous caterpillar that seems to be tearing the party up right now? They're making some headway, getting clever. By the way,
Kill it with fire.
You saw what she was doing with the canopy.
Oh yeah. I saw it. I have other things that I need to do, but I saw it.
Okay. So how is the Dungeons and Dragons going? It is going great. Mimir, hello again. Welcome back. This is going wonderful for us, I believe. The party's kind of struggling against this giant corrupted caterpillar thing. It seems to have a lot of resistances. It has some physical resistances. It seems to be immune to necrotic damage. It's immune to acid. In fact, acid damage heals it.
It don't like fire, though.
And it has its own acid attack, and it doesn't like fire. In fact, I had its turn go around, right? Mm-hmm. It didn't heal this time after your fireball. We forgot to say that to the folks. Make sure you let your party members know when they get back. Banana Tom says, I may have shouted, kill it with fire while you were testing damage types. Yeah. I mean, it sort of makes sense. It's a forest creature, or a corrupted forest creature of some kind. So it makes sense that burning it would be, I wouldn't say more effective, but at least effective, right? So, not the evil caterpillar. I know. What is this evil giant caterpillar? This giant Chonka-Killer.
It's definitely a grass type Pokemon right there.
Grass type Pokemon. You guys are awesome. I don't have any idea what that means, but I love that you guys know what that means, and I think it's cool.
I only know because I played Pokemon.
I know you did, and I find that adorable and wonderful. Yeah.
All thanks to my younger brother. That is true. Yeah, I got into Pokemon when Pokemon first came over to the States because my younger brother was into it. And yeah, my parents are like, you should play the game with your younger brother. So he got Pokemon Red. I ended up getting Pokemon Blue, and my favorite starter Pokemon has always been Charmander. Charmander. Yes. Yep. I mean, I did take Fireball. So, yeah. And I like that I have Arcane Pioneer, because then I can go, you know what, I'm going to make it a Lightning Ball. Fire Kitty, yes, yes. I mean, my Sork that I made in Diablo 4 is a fire-focused Sork. So, yes. I'm a secret pyro, but I won't ever set anything on fire. So, yeah. The fire kitties are spreading. Yes. Yeah. Man. I still remember Pokemon was only 150 Pokemon. And then they added 2, and it went up to 152. Oh. I was saying Sork or Sorcerer for my Diablo 4 character. I actually have 2. I have a Sorcerer and I have a Rogue. It was fun running around with my Rogue earlier with Banana Tom and Aries. Thank you guys for letting me join your party.
Look at me, I let my hair down. Hi guys.
Yes. I agree with you, Banana Tom. The original 150. Then they added Mew and Mewtwo for 152. Those are my favorite Pokemons. And then they introduced Togepi, and I'm like, ah. I probably didn't enunciate very well, Mimir. It's all right. I tend to mumble sometimes. But for those of you that have played Pokemon, what's your favorite starter Pokemon?
So, what does this mean, starter Pokemon?
Oh, so whenever you play a new Pokemon game, you start out as a Pokemon trainer, and then you get your first Pokemon, which is your starter Pokemon.
Oh.
And it's usually a fire, a water, or a plant.
Like Earth?
Yeah. Squirtle, just... Yep, Squirtle. Welcome in, G-Force. Good to see you. Grass.
Yeah. Thrallstar!
Yeah, it's grass type. Thank you, Thrallstar.
Thrallstar!
Because yeah, in Pokemon Blue, you could either start with Squirtle, Charmander, or Bulbasaur. I was always Charmander.
Thrallstar, did you get to, by chance, make it to the maid cosplay earlier at 5 o'clock?
Bulbasaur.
I would be extra embarrassed if you did, but also strangely delighted. And if you didn't, you'll be able to pick up the some of the clips and VODs and stuff. Plenty of clips, huh? So here's what's gonna happen. I don't know how Aries and you guys are gonna feel about this. I'm gonna pull those clips so you guys have them. Maybe turn them into a YouTube video or something. But I don't. I'll leave some of them up to be clips in the rotation, I suppose. But I don't think I want all of them there. I missed the maid cosplay because was napping, waiting for D4 to whirl. No, it's all good. Yeah, exactly. I don't want them for the shout outs. See, Banana Tom exactly knows what I'm talking about. I don't want them for the shout outs. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm gonna have to pull them just because of that. But we'll have to keep them and we'll see what Druid thinks about this. What do you think, Druid? I guess you can't hear me because she doesn't have her headphones on yet. Hey, Druid. I was telling people that I was thinking that we'll have to pull all the clips and turn them into like a YouTube video or something.
Oh yeah.
And obviously some clips for our media push. But I don't feel. I'm talking about the maid cosplay clips. I don't know if it's a good idea to leave them on there for shout out clips. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe one or two of them, I suppose, because they'd be part of the rotation, but
Yeah.
I don't know. We were just kind of chatting, discussing it. He's gonna make one a redeemable. Wait a minute. You're gonna make one of my clips a redeemable on your channel? Oh God, I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm never gonna live this down. For 10,000 points for a Stormy curtsy. If Aries was there, he would be laughing his ass off right now and be like, "Why didn't I think of it?"
I did want to say, like, really quick, that if mine and Fate's energy level feels off, or if we feel unenthusiastic, the tech issues really got to us.
I understand. I do.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
the stress of it happening right at the beginning of the stream is extra. It adds an extra layer of frustration. I get that.
yeah, so I just wanted to say, like, we're not frustrated with the combat. Like, it's a great challenge. It's just like we're both already tilted, and then we're just like struggling through this combat, and it's just like that, like, so it has, just wanted to just throw that out there. We're good. We're both just kind of like,
I'm so sorry that happened. I know you guys are too. I mean, it's not like you had any control over it. You didn't know that the camera was going to do that. It worked before, but you know, stuff breaks.
Yep.
Stuff stops working. So
yeah.
It's no big deal.
So,
we'll make it. We'll figure it out. You know.
Yes, we will.
I mean,
but I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, if we seem like extra tilted or seem off, it's the tech issue stuff got to us today.
We appreciate you. Yeah, trust me. Banana Tom has been going through it too. Diablo 4 has been making him. If he had hair on his head, he'd be tearing it out because like that game has not let him stream at all. It just won't let him stream. It's just been such a bear.
Yeah.
It's strange because other games work fine for him, but that one in particular won't. And so, yeah, you know, it's tech issues. Yeah, I get it. But you know what? It's no big deal. We have you guys. That's what counts. We're here together, and you guys are here, and we're having fun. So
exactly.
And then you're not dead yet. So.
Yet? Thanks. Yeah. No, it's just unfortunately it just set the tone for. And I now have a migraine, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. You know, I know low rolls happen, right? And that's just the way the game goes. But
yeah, it's one of those things. It's super frustrating, and you know, GeForce brings up many people are complaining about D4 taking up a lot of RAM, but what's really extra frustrating about it for like Banana Tom is that like Starkitty, she's running it right now on a computer that's only got 16 gigs of RAM. It's an Intel Core i7 4790K, so it's like 10 years old. And it's literally a GeForce 960, which is several generations old. And it runs just fine.
On medium graphics.
Yeah, it's very well medium to low. Like some of the like it defaulted to a medium and then has a few of the settings in low, and it is a little choppy sometimes for her, but it plays. And so it's like, why? How does this work? It's so frustrating. Yeah, he's got 32 gigs of RAM and I can't stream it for the love of graphics. So yeah, it's like it's crazy. It's crazy, but.
I guess the only thing for me for Diablo is since I'm running a dual PC setup, my one PC is just dedicated to playing the game. Yeah. So I'm able to at least be able to stream it because otherwise I would not be able to even play.
Is that right, Insomnia Night?
That doesn't even make sense when you say new GPUs are lacking VRAM, Insomnia Night, because newer GPUs have more GRAM. Like her graphics card, I believe, is a 4 gig VRAM.
And apparently I've been behind on my driver updates too.
Right, you're right. Any of the GeForce cards that have the 12 gigs or better are running it better. For sure, but yeah, that's right. Her NVIDIA graphics drivers were a little old, but it did crash on you. It black screened, which made me think, okay, that's a NVIDIA driver thing, and I think that'll probably fix it. But yeah, a ton of new GPUs are 8, right, but older ones are even less than 8. So it's like so weird. Yeah, 8 is not enough. I think there are parts of Diablo 4 that were just not efficiently programmed. And that's all there is to it, you know. And so, My guess is because maybe people are just running it at too high a settings and stuff. So G4 says if you don't scale up the monitor resolution, you don't need more VRAM unless the game has those 4K texture files. Right, that too. I think, did you download the 86 gig version or the 43 gig version?
For what?
When you installed Diablo, because you did it when I wasn't around. So there was an option to turn off the high res textures and only download like basically it was basically half the size. Did you check mark that during the installation or do you know?
I don't
You
know.
remember?
I have to look.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. People are trying to push it. It takes time to get games to play on every computer. Yeah, it does. Nowadays, there's so many things to tweak. Yeah. Yeah, like you see, Insomnia Night, his wife's 1060 6 gig runs it fine. It's the irony of it. It's strange. It's strange. But any rate, see, we distracted you guys sort of from your tech woes.
With other people's tech woes.
Yeah. Well, and don't worry. So if you're off this week, we will solve this problem together, dude. I promise you.
Oh,
So
so my thought, being the computer that Druid has, I'm wondering if it's struggling with the quality of like the pass through on the capture card, because it is a relatively low quality one. Like it's not super expensive, and we really didn't have that problem when I ran it on the first time. The only issue we had was that the cable was an issue. So I'm gonna try switching the DSLR to my setup and see if it just maintains. So at least we'll then have two cameras. And if it will then maintain on mine, though unfortunately it won't be the nicer camera for you guys for Bandwidth and Banter, we can then work towards getting the nicer camera. And if I don't have success with it, then we'll find something sooner. And kind of just go from there.
I love it. That's perfect. Yeah. See, look at that. To me, that's one of those things where it makes you happy. Like, it's weird how sometimes a problem can turn into feeling good about things. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you never had any stumbling blocks to turn into stepping stones, then God, the world would be boring. I mean, think about what we do here on Twitch and in D&D. We're literally setting up false scenarios that are nothing but purposely setting stumbling blocks in front of these characters that we play in games. We're purposely putting ourselves through a struggle of some kind. It's a challenge of some kind. And so it's hard though sometimes in real life to reframe it in your mind to be something like that. You know, when you have a real life stumbling block, it's like, I just want it to work, you know? And, but sometimes you get that elated feeling when you solve a problem that you didn't know you had. And sometimes, on rare occasions, you end up finding a better solution. Like problems end up being things that they lead to a new solution that you wouldn't have thought of if it had worked easier before. And that new thing ends up being better than what you had hoped. You know, so maybe that's what's going to happen here. Maybe this will end up leading to something better for all of us. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I noticed that you had, like, I got your notification again yesterday, Insomnia, and I was just like, oh no, he's having stream issues.
Ah, I see what you're saying, Insomnia Night. Yeah. It gotcha. Thank you, GeForce, and thank you, Insomnia Night, for the great tech chat while we're having our break. How are you guys doing? I see you over there eating some pizza. Pizza! We had pizza the other night. Of course, we go to a place called Mod Pizza.
Love Mod.
Yeah, because they have a cauliflower crust, so we don't have to worry about, you know, it's much healthier, less carbs, and less refined flour and stuff. And we can get it. We were trying out the vegan cheese. It turns out that the vegan cheese still actually makes me kind of phlegmy. So but it's not because there's any dairy in it. It's just the way that it's made also can have that same kind of effect. So
I'm so sad that the vegan cheese still has that effect on him because I can't make enchiladas anymore.
No,
At first I was like, "Yay! We finally have cheese he can eat, and I can make enchiladas again." And then
I will let you make me enchiladas. We'll just use a little less cheese. And
I make really good green chili chicken enchiladas.
Yes, she does. Yeah. They were even better when you could use sour cream, which I can't use.
Yeah.
And by the way, non-dairy sour cream is still not there yet. It's pretty disgusting.
So Insomnia Night mentioned enchiladas, and I was like, "Oh, they were talking about cheese," and I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, D4, what character are you playing in D4?
Yeah.
What kind of class?" I've got a Sork and a Rogue.
And GeForce,
Sorcerer and a Rogue.
feel free to...
Guess my class.
Yeah. I wonder.
Guess my class.
So, GeForce, if you would like to join the Diablo 4 Stormkeep clan, you're welcome to. Just in our Discord server, go to the D&D and tell us your BattleNet ID, and then I'll befriend you and send you an invite
Not
to the clan.
D&D. Not D&D.
Thank you.
Sorry, not D&D, not D&D. The Diablo 4 one. Yeah, not the
Thank
D&D.
you, Banana Tom, for the Discord link.
Yes, thank you. All right. So, are you guys ready to...
The clans are locked, so we do have to like invite him into the clan audio stuff. So if you make it into the Discord, just at me, at Druid IRL, and we will... I see you!
Yep. Right. I think anybody can talk in the Diablo text chat, but the not in the
voice chat.
Yeah, for the voice chats, we need to add people once they've joined the clan, and then as long as it's coordinated by one of our officers, which I need to promote a few people. I already promoted Aries and Banana Tom. I don't remember if I promoted you yet. I should have. You should have been the first one I promoted, but I was just doing it.
I started.
GeForce, I did just give you. Is it okay if I give GeForce the ability to go into the clan chats? Because I just did it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to do it and ask for forgiveness.
Yeah, I mean, if he wants to join us occasionally, yeah.
Oh wow! Ew!
Scene with the raid. Arigato gozaimasu. You guys are perfect timing. We're still right at the tail end of our intermission at the moment.
And we're mid-combat too.
And we're mid-combat too. They can't see it yet, but yeah. Raid rave.
Woo-hoo!
That's what is that? I look like I broke something.
You know what, Stormy?
Playing Diablo 4.
Ow.
Here, I'll bust up the sword for the raid.
Oh, wow. Just be careful with that, because you apparently already took off your husband's knee with your own knee.
Yes. Ilt. You've been playing Diablo 4. Let's go.
Yeah, I was watching Ilt's stream. He was playing Diablo 4. Apparently, he wasn't planning on it, but he's gotten enough good feedback about it being not like Diablo 3 that he wanted to give it a go. Hopefully, he's enjoying it.
Yes, what do you think of Diablo 4?
Really quick. No, it is not rubber banded. I tied it so I could hang it on the wall. I tied it with string.
Twine.
Oh, right on. That's
So
smart.
that's why it's like this. It's because I hung it and I wanted it to be super secure, and then I got extra with it.
I didn't even know
can't
you
help myself.
guys had a sword. That's cool. I guess I could have actually, since we got raided, I could have pulled the Geralt sword.
Welcome in, Raiders.
Welcome in, Raiders. Now you're all honorary Knights of Stormkeep. Welcome to our abode.
Here's my knight's sword. It's my crusader sword.
Show and tell.
Uh-oh, show and tell. See, yours are real though. Yours are real. Look at how glossy and shiny that is because it's real. And that's why I didn't go with real ones for this, because they would reflect the camera.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What's so funny? I'd show my sword, but I don't want to take my pants off right now. I'm well said, Eldacine. Plus, I think you get the Twitch banned for that.
I mean, swords are powerful.
Toss.
Eldacine, you were wise to raid later, because that means you got to miss the maid cosplay. Of course, lots of clips were made against my will, but.
But you must follow.
Good set.
You must follow the whims of Twitch chat.
So, Fate, that sword you got there that you were just showing us, that's really cool. Is it sort of like an Excalibur? It looks.
Crusader.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold the. Wow. Yeah. Cool. Right on.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a Crusader sword. Right on.
Very, very nice. This was a gift from a friend of mine that I knew playing airsoft.
Right on.
Oh man.
Mainly because she asked for it, and he's like, okay.
Oh, Druid, you're so mean. What did you do?
It's the ooh coffin dance.
Oh. Apparently, Banana Tom made a clip of me doing a curtsy.
You bring your swords. I've got an airsoft Barry Burton M9 from Resident Evil.
Don't get me started on it, my friend. It's 10 years in that industry. And I can't really show it on stream because it technically would violate TOS, even though it is a actual toy. It does not look like one.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So swords don't violate their TOS? I never stopped to think about it.
I mean, so far, no. We haven't had any issue.
Right on.
But I also believe that in the context of how, like, you have it, it's functioning as a display versus, like, brandishing it. So if I had them displayed as an art piece, I would probably be okay. But as soon as I touch it, I mean, it legit, like, you couldn't tell that it's not real.
Wow. Spoopy.
Unless you're in person.
Spoopy. Thank you for the lurk.
Yes.
Eldacine, thank you for bringing your community and trusting them with us. We appreciate you and them so much. It's awesome.
Yes, enjoy your food.
Yep. We will enjoy the dice rolls. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. They might have changed all that. Who knows? I will say this, though. I think it's time for us to break out of our intermission and get back into the fight. Real quick, I'll explain to folks what's going on since we got some raiders in. I'll actually switch to the main screen so they can see what's going on here. The party members are up against some sort of strange, corrupted aberration, literally a giant caterpillar with glowing yellow eyes, oozing yellow pus that's acid. It has an acid squirt breath. It has some sort of reflective defense mechanism from physical attacks, and they're struggling against it a bit right now. And coincidentally, maybe, I don't know, in Fern's backpack, her spirit animal companion, Chonka-Killer, who is currently in a cocoon, is acting up. Like, he's really super, throughout the combat, he's just been violently shaking and moving inside her backpack as if he's trying to break free from the cocoon at the same time that they're fighting this giant version. So that is Chonka-Killer. It is her little spirit animal companion. And this thing we have dubbed Chonka-Killer because it's a giant evil caterpillar. Yes, just like what Mimir Gamer said, evil caterpillar rave. So we are currently in, I don't know, what round, or round 3? Round 4? I think we're at round 4 now, right?
We're on round 4.
Yep. So
We're at the top of round 4, so we just
top of
finished
round 4. Thank you guys for joining us for our D&D session. We're going to go with what I call chat dark, which means we won't see chat until the end of the stream, where we'll chat with you guys and interact and wrap things up again. We appreciate you joining us, and thanks again for Raid and sticking around. Please check my About section for links to the other streamers and for all the things that we're about and the things that we do. We'd love to earn your follow and your support, so we appreciate you so much. And we're going to go chat dark now and jump right back into the action. Thanks again and enjoy the show. All right, I believe we're at the top of the round, right?
Yes, it is my turn.
It is Ray's turn.
Yep, Ray's turn.
Do I make a hole?
Do we want to go into combat camp?
What? What?
Combat camp?
Oh, yeah. Combat cam, thank you.
It's currently what Emillynn is thinking right now. Do I make a hole or do I heal Lorkris? Sunlight or Lorkris? Heal Lorkris. Sunlight, Lorkris. Philip!
Well, it feels like Lorkris isn't as effective right now, so, you know, whatever you want to do. I like to see Lorkris hit stuff.
You're so smart, Philip. That's why I keep you around. Okay. All right. How am I going to make a hole? I guess the only way to do that would be fireball.
Really? That's the only spell you have to be able to do it?
Yes. Yes.
So you interpreted what Philip said as to make a hole in the ceiling?
Well, I mean, Lorkris isn't very effective right now, so that's what he said. But he's also hurting, which is why I'm like. But then again,
I didn't even know if you have anything that can. I find it hilarious that I don't know. I'm gonna hush. I'm the DM.
well, I mean, bards don't have a lot of like damaging spells.
No. That's not what I'm thinking about. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking about. You guys got to solve
Or
this.
I have Eldritch Blast too, but.
Don't forget, you guys also still have not given orders to Rylar.
Yes, but Rylar's the end of the round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I'll just go with my original plan.
Okay.
All right. Lorkris is getting a heal.
Oh wow, a full heal.
This is the only heal spell I have besides Healing Word, because heal will get rid of his poison.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what heal does. You get 70 hit points back. Spell also ends blindness, deafness, and any diseases affecting the target.
Holy shit.
So it's not a disease.
Oh, it's not a disease?
It's poison.
Oh. Oh, so that would mean a restoration then.
Yeah.
I don't have restoration.
But he does.
I do.
You don't have Lesser Resto?
Huh?
I didn't take it because Fern can
Bards
cast
don't
it.
have lesser resto.
But I can still give you hit
I
points back.
legit
if you
thought
want.
that you had Lesser Restoration. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can take that.
Do you want to amend your since now we're this is why you guys finally came to the conclusion. I'm thinking to myself, why did he even go to the bard to begin with?
I thought I don't know why, but I thought that Emillynn had like Lesser Restoration, so I went away from the target to try to
get healing from her, right. But it turned
to do that. Whereas I know Fern can do it, but that left me too close to that thing that's been absolutely pummeling me.
Right.
I mean, bards can take lesser restoration, but I never did because
Fern had it and you
guys
have it. Right.
have it.
Yeah, because we both had it. But you didn't prepare it.
I didn't
so
prepare
I'm the
it
only one
because
that has it.
Yeah.
Luckily, because I almost unprepared it, then I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it just in case.
And ironically, you do actually have one in Rylar's ring, too. So, you guys forgot
just
that part,
heal
though.
him, it's fine.
I'm just tilted from the beginning.
It's okay, buddy. It's all right.
It's all right. It happens.
It works because Lorkris too. So.
Yeah, Lorkris is not particularly.
Okay,
Sorry, it's not
we
gonna stop
didn't
doing
really chat. We just kind of went straight into combat. So, yeah, that's all right. Okay.
Sorry. Okay.
All right, well, okay, I guess no heal. So
Okay.
I will keep that 6th level spell slot for right now.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
And
smart.
that means I need to make a hole.
Eldritch Blast.
I'm going to Eldritch Blast the canopy.
All right. And how many Eldritch Blasts do you have?
3.
Okay.
You want me to roll it?
Well, yeah, you have to. You roll to hit. It's the AC of it is super low, so it's nearly impossible
14
to
for the
miss.
first one.
All right, that hits. So
23 for the
actually, I'm going to make it
second.
more difficult though. So you're targeting with Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This thing has a minimum damage threshold to break through it.
Okay.
So you need to tell me if you want to try and target the exact same spot, because then it actually is going to have a much higher AC. It's going to be harder to hit.
Well, I do want to target the exact same spot. So my first one was a 14, second one was a 23, and third one was 29.
Okay. Your last two will hit the same spot. Your first one hits a different spot.
Okay. So,
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm so tilted at myself.
Oh, come
Lay on
on.
hands will cure disease or neutralize a poison affecting the creature.
Lay on hands neutralizes poison? I didn't know that.
I never had to worry about it. I've never been poisoned before.
I'm immune to poison, by the way.
Well, at least I know what I'm doing next.
Okay.
so 9 for the first Eldritch Blast. And
We'll say that your character was feeling a little roughed up, and so he went to the mama of the party to get a little comfort.
I have Band-Aid.
I got a boo-boo.
Lay on hands.
This is great content. I'm so happy this happened. So
You know what?
Content is
hang on.
content.
StarkItty, please finish your turn. No, not please finish your turn. Continue with your turn because, yes.
gotcha. All right, so you did 9 points of damage with the first
9
one.
points damage for the first
Which
one.
is the one that
Yeah.
you went off target.
And
the
then
next
the
two.
second two, 11.
Okay. You break a small hole through the canopy, enough that a single ray of sunshine breaks through and hits the hit the tree. Just enough.
My bonus action for the turn.
Mm-hmm.
Lorkris, it's all right. You can do this. Philip says so.
You got this, buddy. Don't sweat it.
Rylar, Philip loves you too.
Rylar, you're amazing. You got this, dude. And Lorkris, you're pretty funny. You know, it's pretty funny when you flounder a bit. So it's okay.
So you guys got your bardic inspiration dice.
All right. KK. Excellent. Now it's your turn, Lorkris.
With that inspiration, I'm just gonna flavor it this way. I'm just like and I look at my hands, and I just and give myself 5 No, I'll give myself my full 35 healing because I'm upset, and I'm gonna cure my bloody status effect on myself. I'm no longer poisoned.
So you're gonna heal yourself for 35 and cure your status effect by smacking yourself in the face.
Yeah, just like the God.
I love it.
Like I get it. Okay. And it's just like I am not thrilled.
Getting back in focus mode.
He's still hasted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You could probably move.
I will. Sorry.
All right, now what?
Well, I'm gonna use my movement to get with 10 feet of it. So is it 60 feet? Oh, it's more than 60 feet, isn't it?
That's 50 right there.
Yeah, cool.
Technically,
and then with my haste.
Yep, it's right there. So you're within 10 feet of it. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
And then with my my action from haste, I'm going to hit it with my glaive once because I can't do the swing.
Wow, you can. Oh, that's right. You can lay on hands, which is just like your. Okay.
His
But
action.
that's my action though.
Yeah.
So then my hasted action, I
Is
will
a single
hit
hit.
it.
Right.
Yeah. That's cocked. That's the same. It's relatively the same number, but that's okay. 26 to hit.
Yeah, obviously it
imagine-
hits. Yep.
Okay. I'm just waiting. I don't want to not. And then Lorkris is going for broke because he is not particularly thrilled. So on top of that, a level 3 divine smite.
Another level 3. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So that's 2d. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
So I need you to tell me the physical damage first.
Yes. I will roll everything for physical damage first.
Okay.
And then I will roll the rest of my damaggio.
Okay.
Oh, because you also had your fire.
Yeah. So I have the searing smite that goes off as well.
Right.
So come on, baby. Okay. 16 damage physically.
Okay. So it'll take half that, and so will you.
Yep. And then since it's the first time I'm hitting in a round, and the only hit, well, not really the only hit, but my hit, I'm going to add my additional D8 for blessed strikes. Yeah. And searing smite goes off, which is 5d6 fire.
Nice.
Okay. Would you like me to give you the radiant and fire damage separately?
No, it's fine. You can add
Okay.
it all up if it's easier for you.
Okay, cool. Give me a minute because I actually rolled well. I have 10 feet in movement left.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to back up 10 feet. That will end my turn while I calculate my damage.
You know you'll
Is
get
that
an
cool?
attack of opportunity from it because it's got reach.
Oh, does it have reach?
Yeah.
Oh, then never mind. I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Total damage of radiant and fire damage is 44.
Damn.
Jeez.
Wait.
Let's go!
5d6 and
5d6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5d8. So it was 4d8 for the divine smite, 1d8 for blessed strikes, and 5d6 for searing smite.
that's a really good roll. That's
Yeah,
way
really.
above average. Nice.
Yes, thank you.
Are you done?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, it takes another legendary action, and Chonka-Killer does a Chonko Chomp on your head.
Mine?
Yeah, that's definitely going to hit.
Wait. You get plus to your AC from haste.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, 22.
I know. This way he was telling me it was 22, but it didn't matter. This thing, I rolled a natural 16, so, and it's got a really high to hit. Anyway, let's see, 11 is 22, 29. So you take 39 points of damage, and you're grappled in its mouth again.
You said 39?
Yeah.
Okay. Since I'm grappled, and I don't really have anything else I can technically, 9. I would like to use my reaction for Stone's Endurance to reduce that by the D12 plus
Sure.
3. Yeah. Just trying to stave off. 9. 12 total, so I will reduce that by 12.
Cool. All right. By the way, you did end up taking the reflected damage, right? You already put it on your character sheet?
You didn't tell me what it was.
It's
It
the
was
same damage
whatever-
that you did to it. Remember you said you did 16 and so it takes half that at 8 and you take
Yeah,
the
so
same
you-
amount?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought
what
that was
happens
only
is
against-
any melee attack against it reflects half of the damage dealt to it to the melee attacker when it has this special needle flare thing going on.
Yeah, so it's still up.
Okay. I wasn't aware that it was still up because you said it flared out and then... That's fine.
I mean, I never said it had stopped. I guess I should have specified.
I wasn't aware that it stayed up and open.
Right.
So did Fern take that damage when she hit it with the...
I did.
Okay. I missed that.
When she hit it with what?
When the shillelagh?
Stick.
Well, her shillelagh. Oh yeah, the attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to tell her. You did it on your own, Fern?
Because I swear we did though. I swear you told.
Yeah, that's why I thought that it had dropped, because it seemed like, oh, it came up, it flared, and then we hit it, and then no one else was instructed to take.
Yeah,
like,
my bad.
So
So
that's fine. That's fine.
the intent was that when it was first
still
in the
up.
grove, when you first encountered it, it had not activated this defensive mechanism, and then once it felt threatened, then it activated it, and it stays activated on it. You know, the idea is that have you seen those really fuzzy caterpillars that have the little prongs sticking out of them? Those can actually be defensive mechanisms against other creatures, and they can kill and hurt and poison other creatures. So that was the idea. So I'm sorry that I didn't specify.
No,
that.
you're good. You're good. I just wasn't aware that it was technically constantly active.
Yeah. But it only affects melee attacks against it, just so you know. So
every attack I make.
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's only the physical damage,
Right.
That's true.
and it's only half the physical damage.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So as long as you're not rolling like 100 plus damage, you're good.
But then that also means he's killing it slower. So, but yeah. All right. So Lorkris is done. I believe it's the creature's turn now. So,
No, but
since it did a legendary action to grab him and bite him, it now is going to automatically do not the exact same bite damage. It's a variant of the bite damage. But it's going to do bite damage and acid damage automatically. Wow, this was kind of low. So 12 points of piercing damage and 6 points of acid.
Do I need to make a con save again?
No. The tentacles are the only thing that poison.
Got it.
Which I'm immune to poison, by the way.
Fear and poison. Well, look at her.
Yeah.
And the paladin's immune to
critical hit.
disease, right?
And
No, I'm immune to disease.
you're immune to
All right. So that's what it does. So it automatic bites down, and then it's also going to. Zoom.
Question.
A tentacle attack against each of you.
And like yourself.
I just haven't done it yet.
What is your AC, Fern?
20.
All right, it hits Fern and misses Rylar again. Interesting.
I don't know. if
Glances off of his shield.
Seems like a
Huge mistake. In terms of.
So, wow, that's you take 4 points of piercing damage, and then the acid damage. 1 point of acid damage, Fern. And now you need to roll me that Constitution saving throw.
She's immune to poison.
Oh, right. Never mind. You're immune to poison. So, yeah. And Rylar didn't get hit, so, yeah. You literally just said it like twice in the last 20 minutes, and then yeah. Sorry. Okay.
Okay.
And that is it for its turn.
Out of curiosity,
Yeah.
where I am currently located, I imagine I'm not within 10 feet of either Fern or Rylar, right?
You're 20 feet off the ground, so yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Just want to see if they get an extra +3 to saves.
Ah, gotcha. That's clever.
So, me to my friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Just do it.
So it's Fern's turn.
Just do it.
I gave
Do it.
Fern the ray of hope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Literally the light ray of hope. It's time. It's in it. What are the odds? He's gonna be in a creature's mouth again, just like the T-Rex.
Can I please cast Call Lightning?
You should.
For the love of
You
God!
should absolutely. Yeah, if that's what you want to do. I mean, that's literally why he got a ring or something made that gave him
the ring of
resistance to lightning.
resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it means you get to.
I'll take half damage.
Well, you get to roll the save and take half of, like if you succeed on the save, then you take half of the half.
Half of the half.
So,
yeah.
It's a dexterity saving throw for Call Lightning?
Yeah.
Oh crap, you're restrained, so you have a disadvantage. But then you are hasted, it's just a straight dexterity saving throw for you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast it at 8th level.
Holy God! Holy Weejoss!
Thank God.
So how many die does it roll at 8th level?
8d10.
It's pretty good.
You need to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Yes, ma'am. I got it. What the
Fern gets this like twinkle in her eye, and she looks at Lorkris and goes,
And Lorkris just has that look of like,
I know what's coming.
and she's gonna be like, I love you, Lorkris, you'll be okay. I swear. And then she's gonna slam her staff down, and then electricity is gonna shoot up into the air, and it just punch right down on top of the stupid caterpillar thing.
Okay. What is the DC for your
19.
saving throw?
19!
Holy crap! I missed it by 1.
okay.
I need...
So I rolled a natural 17 plus 6. So as a flavor, I would like to say, knowing it's coming, Lorkris is going to hold his glaive up and make contact with her. So it's like guiding the lightning away from me as much as possible.
Wait, what am I rolling?
I don't know. What are you rolling?
Well,
D10.
Yeah.
for flavor, okay. For flavor,
Yeah.
he's attempting to do that.
Yeah. Because since I succeeded on my deck save, I mean, it makes sense. I'm like, I know it's coming. I'm gonna try to, deflect it and give it a lightning rod.
Right.
Technically, I know physics that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Can I borrow 2?
8d10.
I swear. Okie dokie.
Artichoke.
So that's 10. 26. 29!
Did you say 29?
Yeah.
You rolled 8d10, got a 29. Earlier, he did 5d6 and how many d and a 4d8 and got a 44?
Yeah.
It was 5d8 and 5d6.
5d8 and 5d6? Okay.
So it's 10.
Wow.
I rolled a lot of 3s.
And you sure about this number?
No, now I'm second guessing myself.
You want me to?
No.
Group it by 10.
10? Yeah, 10, 20, yeah, 29.
That is remarkably below average.
I know!
Well, it didn't save from any of it. You obviously are going to be taking 7 of that. Because that was half of the half. So.
She held back a little bit because Lorkris was.
No.
She did not.
No
That's
way.
a lie.
No,
You can argue
the
that the
canopy
canopy hole is
kind of
tiny.
shielded some of the lightning from getting through.
Yeah, not held back. You're like, I am gonna shock the.
I made as big an opening as I could, Fern.
Yep. It was all she needed, technically. I'm just teasing. All right, so that was Fern's turn. Rylar's turn.
I've been wanting to cast this at 8th level for so long. Just because I can.
Rylar points at the thing and says, "You are nasty, you be still." And his eyes glow purple for a second as he does that. And you hear his voice just reverberate outward as he does it. And the thing literally like stuns in place. No saving throw.
Oh, power word stun.
So it starts to get saving throws on its next turn at the end of each turn. But at the time that it's hit, like that's the thing about power word stun. There's no saving throw for the first effect of it. So you speak it, it gets stunned, and then it stays stunned unless it gets a con at the end of each of its turns. So
Never mind.
it is frozen in place. And because it's stunned, it drops Lorkris from its mouth.
Does he take
Lorkris-
fall damage?
Yeah. I'm going to let you roll an acrobatics check to potentially take half damage. Ah, sorry. Full damage.
Excuse me, sir. Remember.
I know, but I want to hit it again.
Okay.
Unless
He'd
I
rather
finish
take the
it.
hit. Hey, it was only
Yeah.
3 damage from the 2d6, so.
It's as tempting as it is. It's not really worth wasting a hit, which could do way more than what it could save 3 damage.
Yeah. You're
Or-
prone at the moment, but what prone, what did we decide in
It's half movement.
half movement? Yeah, okay. So, it is
Top of the round.
top of the round, which means it's Miss Emillynn Ray's turn.
Should I finish? Should I try and see if I can finish it off? Should I?
Do you really want to vulch it from Lorkris, who's had a rough time against this thing?
Do it. Do it.
I mean, it's really up to you, whatever you want to do. You, I
Do
mean, you
what
are
you gotta
also
do.
the warbard, so.
Do what you gotta do. Even if I'm in the way.
No, I mean I can position the fireball right above its head. So
I mean,
not
you have
gonna
other
hit you.
spells besides fireball
Yeah.
too, but yeah. Whatever you want to do.
I know, but fire seems to be working on it, and I want to kill it with fire.
Fair enough.
Kill it with fire.
You want me to kill it with fire?
Kill it with fire.
Kill it
I
with
know.
fire?
I'm feeling like fate wants to kill it. I can understand that. Let's give fate a win because he's had a rough night.
Okay.
Honestly, 100%.
Uh-huh.
If Emillynn would absolutely obliterate that thing with fireball, like Emillynn obliterate with the fireball. Like I will also say there's no guarantee 100% because I don't know what its health is at that you roll high enough to knock it out. There's a good chance that you will, hopefully, but
You have a good point. You're right. And that's enough of our metagaming and breaking the. Yeah.
Because I can cast 8th level spells, guys.
I did it. Player to player. Do it.
Is that what you're gonna do?
I would cast it at 8th level because that's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 13d6.
D6? I thought in 5th ed the fireball
No,
was a D8.
No, it's d6.
I think you're.
No, I thought it was D6s.
yeah, I thought
You're thinking
It's
of 3.5.
It's 8d6.
Hmm?
Fireball's 8d6 at 3rd level.
It's 8d6.
Yeah, it's 8d6
Okay.
at 3rd level.
It used to be 6d6. They just changed. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, you're right. It's still d6s. Whatever you want to do, this is your turn. We need to stop metagaming.
Yeah. It's also
Do what you
getting
wanna
pretty
do.
late, so.
That too.
Eight-
That's true. We're actually
8th
this will
level
be
fireball. 8th level fireball.
all right. And because it's stunned, I think. Let me double
Fails.
check.
Automatically fails.
No, I don't think it's an automatic failure. I think it's
it
disadvantage.
fails a dex save. Automatically fails dex saves.
Creature automatically fails strength and dex saving throws. Yep.
13. Let me double check. 2,
I
4,
have more if you need d6s.
6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13d6.
I mean, we have this entire, like, look at all these little d6s. You can. Okay, roll those inside.
Oh, and only one fell out.
She's such a violent roller.
20.
It's just, I like throw him down into the tray.
This would be hilarious if you guys if finish off the last 2 fights in a row with the splody fireball.
I just
10, 20, 30,
Of course, your call lightning really helped too.
40. 45 points of damage.
Automatic failure. You blow its head off. It crumples to the ground, and immediately, as soon as it dies in a pile of mess and parts and goo and just lying there in a big, massive, messy grossness, you feel Chonka-Killer stop shuddering and moving at all in your backpack. He's not moving at all.
I pull off my backpack as quick as possible, and I open it up and I look inside.
The shell is open, and he's not there.
Chonka-Killer! Chonka-Killer!
running over to Lorkris.
You have a question out of character?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. As all this is happening, as that thing explodes, Lorkris gets up and does something he hasn't done in a long time. He absolutely just beats the pulp of whatever's left.
Okay.
Blind rage. Like, not a barbarian, but he rages and just absolutely is just mincing this thing beyond all recognition.
Taking out some frustration.
Oh yeah!
As you
and muttering,
as you're about
"I will
to
send you to
just go
Ouija's."
ragey on this thing, you get focused. Your rage, your blood rage. She starts looking for Chonka-Killer, panicking. Where's Chonka-Killer? You start hacking and chomping at it, and you catch yourself and stop for a second because you see Chonka-Killer crawling across its corpse.
And like Fern is like
She doesn't see it yet. He sees it.
holding stuff. Chonka-Killer! Chonka-Killer!
You see Chonka-Killer crawling across its corpse, and Chonka-Killer looks a little bit different now. He's a little bit longer than he was before. Not a lot, just a little. He's still chonky Chonka-Killer. Still looks the same. The difference is that, you know, remember how I had described him before as being a greenish color with a silverish tint? Now it's more like he's a silverish color with a greenish tint. And his eyes are kind of glowing a whitish color. And he's just crawling along the corpse. And he just stops and he kind of looks at you. And he's like looking at the corpse and the body. And Rylar sees you seeing this. She's over here panicking, looking in her backpack.
I'm like, Fern, what's going on?
You see this from afar. You see what he's doing. And you see her panicking.
Yeah.
And then finally she realizes and turns around and sees this. I'm assuming that your rage mode would suddenly stop so you don't accidentally hit him.
Yeah. I'll kneel down and put my hand out to Chonka-Killer. Like, what are you doing on this thing? Like, come here, guy.
So
Not realizing he's out of the cocoon.
Right.
Like, it's just like oh, what are you doing here? You don't belong here, silly.
So you reach down and you feel and hear in your head that kind of meep 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 sound.
Mm-hmm.
Lorkris does, and suddenly it Chonka-Killer, like instantly in just like a second period of time, he turns into a bubble and pops, and then suddenly, floating before you is, okay, dang it, I gotta find it. He looks like, let me find it, damn it.
Find a picture.
Where did I put it? I think I remember where I put it. Did I put that? Sorry, I was a little. I got myself distracted by a maid cosplay today, so I meant to prepare this, and then I totally bagged it. Storage. DU22 stuff. Oh, there he is. Okay, so I need to get this into Discord.
Oh, so.
Or how can I show it to like?
Yeah, send it to me really quick.
How can I do it without messing up the screen?
Don't.
I got an idea. All right, so I'm gonna briefly. Whoops. Whoa, what happened? Whoa, what happened there? Crap.
Just click off it. You're fine.
I'm trying to click off of it. It's not doing
No,
anything.
okay. Well, it's just.
You guys see the screen is funky?
Nope.
On the stream?
Nope.
No.
Okay. Weird. Anyway, I'm gonna briefly. I should have set this up ahead of time. My total bad on that. Let's go to. I know. We're gonna go briefly to StormyD cam. We're gonna lose them for a second. And then I'm gonna exit full screen and come into the D&D private chat. I think that's the text chat, right? And then you guys got to figure out a way to share it with chat.
Do you want to put it in the private chat or?
Not the private. I'll just put it in the D&D chat. That way everybody can see it. How's that sound? Or should I put it in Isles in the Mist?
Just pull it up on your phone.
Just pick one. You're making Fern.
Yeah, sorry. I'm making
wait even
Druid.
longer.
All right. So what you see is what the hell?
So click on the plus sign. Upload file.
I've dragged and dropped before though.
Oh.
Where'd it go?
Did it drop onto the desktop?
Sorry, Druid. Where the hell did the file go?
Is it on the other desktop?
Okay, that's annoying.
Oh no. Where did it go? Oh yeah, you don't have anything show up on your desktop.
I can fix that. All right. Well, that's just icons, right?
There it is.
Okay. Why won't it?
Try adding
Suspense!
the plus.
I need to put it back here then.
Quick before I die.
This is like I've always dragged and dropped before. I don't understand why this is being such a pill, but okay, whatever.
The file could be too big.
Oh, that too.
I didn't think about that. No, it's not.
Well, try and see if you can upload it that way. If not, then
Get it?
I can't
No.
see it. You need your help. There
that
it
one.
is.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
My adrenaline is pumping way more right now than it was
It's
during
been
that fight. I'm
posted.
gonna tell you that right now.
Posted.
All right, it's posted.
D&D chat. D&D chat.
So it turns into that and lands on his shoulder,
Can you
and
please switch the scene really quick?
and it snuggles him.
Wait, on my shoulder?
Yes, on your shoulder, and it snuggles him.
Switch the scene.
Which the scene?
Oh yeah,
Because they can't see
you
us.
need to fix Discord
Yeah.
first. You need to fix Discord first.
Okay. Okay, but that's not all that happens. So hang tight. We're getting there. So should we go into
5. Go to 5.
And 5 is funky. So it looks like this giant. Well, when I say giant, like it's not giant. It's like
No, but it's big.
yeah, it's big. And he's fluffy and muscly looking, and he lands on your shoulder, and he's got this kind of light kind of bluish tinge to, well, he's a light gray, white kind of color. And he pops there in that form and just kind of snuggles on your shoulder, and Fern's looking at him like, what? And then he crawls, turns around, crawling around, and he hovers in the air, and he sees Fern, and he pops again, turns into a bubble again, and then instantly turns into this gorgeous, same size as that moth, turns into a gorgeous, beautiful, rainbow-colored dragonfly, and comes over and hovers on around Fern, and goes over to Rylar, and plops on Rylar's head, and Rylar's like, oh. And then he comes off of Rylar, and he comes over to Fern, and comes to hover in front of her face, and then he like he's waiting for you, and you get him. You hear him in your head go meep meep, and you feel like what he's saying is like I am Groot, but he's actually saying something, right? He's meep meep, and you get the sense that he wants you to hold your hand out, and you hold your hand out or hands, however you do it, and he becomes a bubble again and pops and becomes Chonka-Killer again in your hand.
Chonka-Killer! Don't ever escape like that out of the backpack. You scared me.
And you all have this emotion, this feeling inside that he's grateful that you freed him.
Wait.
Chonka-Killer, you're telling me that we had to kill you?
Yes.
Chonka-Killer, why didn't you tell us sooner?
He was in his cocoon.
I'm sorry you were trapped here for so long. How long were you trapped here for? Like 1,000,000 years or something?
Oh, he says very long time.
Is he like actually speaking words or?
No, it's a feeling. He doesn't speak like Philip or Rylar. Well, not Rylar, but yeah, he doesn't have. You can have communications with him, but it's more like feelings, more like empathy. But he can also share that with other people in the party, not just you.
Just like the wild mother.
And he shares that he has another form that he is not. He has to remember that he's got a few different forms that he can transform into, and you feel this too. And he's like he apologizes to Emillynn Ray because he can't remember the form that matches her yet, but that each of the people that he's grown attached to, he's got a special form for.
You're a moth and Rylar's a dragonfly.
And of course his regular Chonka-Killer form is yours, and then a crawling thing, right? And a muscly, big, fluffy, in-flight moth. And then Rylar is this pretty little dragonfly. And then for some reason he can't quite remember his form that corresponds to his forms correspond to the feelings that he gets from the person he's attached to.
I forgot.
Yes, you can take off the toilet paper.
So he doesn't
You're
remember
free
his
now!
form for me. For
Not yet,
Paladin.
but he's sure it'll come to him soon.
Well, I do go over and I'm like, I'm sorry, Chonka-Killer. I did not know that was you.
And you have this feeling like, well, why would you be sorry? You helped him. He was. You all get this sense he was stuck and trapped in that corrupted form, and that you freed his spirit to be himself again.
So, okay, Chonka-Killer. I got really scared that you weren't in the backpack, I got really scared. I didn't like that very much. But how? Did you have to, dig all the way from here? All the way over down to Misty City? Or was it, pop magical, part of you was over there?
You get the feeling that, he somehow or another, he doesn't really know exactly how, but he feels like somehow or another you unconsciously called out to his spirit, and drew his spirit to you, and that he doesn't know whether he came to you through the dreamscape or through the root system or through the air or what, He doesn't know, but for whatever reason, it drew his spirit to you.
He had to
He's
find you.
So strong. I can't not have these arms on him now. I feel like he's so naked without it.
It uncomfortably fits.
It does.
Because you're so strong.
And I think that is a perfect place, a perfect capstone to the evening, a perfect way for us to. What happened to chat? Did I?
Click on Google up at the top. There's another tab.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
For those of you that have not seen Chonka-Killer without the toilet,
form.
his form. Look
Well.
at his little feetsies.
The cutest commission ever.
It is. It is. Ares must have had gone to bed. He missed this. That's all right. He'll catch it on the
Ares is gonna be upset.
Mhm.
And the butt.
The butt.
The butt.
Chonka-Killer, Chonka-Killer, Chonka-Killer.
That is one of the best clips ever. I can't wait for us to throw those out on TikTok and YouTube with the media push in July. I'm glad I could. You guys are happy now. Look at that.
I totally didn't cry. You cried, not me. You know? I like that he has multiple forms. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I mean, it was the only way really that I could solve the issue of you guys had these kind of conversations with me about what you hoped or wanted or theorized it would be. And so I'm like, okay, I'm going to solve this.
He's got different forms.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently he has 4.
Yeah, hang on. Let me see if I can find that BT. I know it's here somewhere.
Yeah.
Where's the T-Rex photo? Is that in our private message?
I think it would be in his private message.
Hang on. So much other good art to sift through. Banana Tom. To sift through
It's in the
so
group?
much. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just see if I can find it. For it.
Ha! I found it first!
Which one is it?
It's in the group chat.
Which group chat? Our group chat?
This one.
So by the way, he
Yeah.
Do we want to show this with all of the minis and stuff, or no?
show up with all
can
the
we?
minis.
Oh,
The T-Rex with all of the chibis and stuff? Do we
Yeah.
want to show that?
Did you already share it?
Let's hang tight on that because we need to part of our big media push in July is we
Okay.
need to get get all that stuff going so we should probably have a big announcement where we have merch and stuff with the
Okay.
yeah but we'll have it at that time for folks to see.
Yeah. That's right. Y'all gonna love it.
It's funny.
It's great.
It is
It's
awesome.
apparently the episode that won Banana over.
Mmm.
And I got to recreate it today.
Mmm.
Just for him.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta admit, there, of course, earlier tonight, beforehand, and last time when you first, saw that you were gonna face, your theory was we gotta beat up Chonka-Killer's mom or dad. I forgot what you said last time, and then Uncle tonight. And I'm like, little does she know.
It's actually
I was
Chonka-Killer.
kind of close.
I mean, kind of.
Technically.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but
I mean, I will then say that I'm gonna go with Chonka-Killer. Well done. Well done. Because it's not even his final form. It clearly wasn't over 9,000.
Wait, Chonka-Killer, does that mean that you're gonna have to go soon again? Because I didn't like it when I couldn't hold you, talk to you.
And he wasn't crawling all over your head.
I know! It was
His
very
feeling to you
stupid.
with that question is, he says, you get the sense that he doesn't know if he's going to ever evolve again. He doesn't anticipate it anytime soon.
But he does
Okay.
have one more form he has to try and remember.
Yeah, but he doesn't think he doesn't think he's going to have to go in the cocoon again. Like, you kind of get the sense, I'm going to let you actually roll a nature check, your own kind of unique, you're going to roll me your knowledge nature check. At advantage, by the way.
She's distracted.
What'd she do, roll like 2 3s or something?
A 2 and a 4.
Ah,
Close enough.
12.
okay. Yeah,
It's
she's
a lot
too
of
emotional
emotions.
right now. Too emotional
Yeah.
right now. I'll just say later on, when you guys camp next, you kind of get the sense that,
Can I take the nature check because I'm able to connect with Chunk?
that's true. Yeah, go ahead and roll it.
25.
Bruv.
Perfect. So you get the sense that the one of the reasons why Chonka-Killer in this kind of pseudo spirit form had gone into that cocoon to begin with is it was in a transformational phase where it was, you guys were getting closer to its original physical form, right?
Mm.
And but also you guys have been kind of, if you consider leveling up like an ascension in a way, since it's tied to Fern, as she ascends, it's going to be, it went into this cocoon because it's kind of sort of leveling up with her, right? It's ascending with her. And so the cocoon was just it being able to transform into a new phase, but also it was a way to facilitate ultimately it being able to be freed from this form.
So you're telling me there's a chance that I can have a giant Chonka-Killer that I could ride into battle?
No, unless somebody casts enlarge on it, that's something altogether different. But the thing is that it's a new being now, and even though it has these different forms, which by the way, can scout for you, they cannot do any kind of physical combat or interactivity style combat or help you solve puzzles by picking things up or anything. But
Very similar to like Philip. Like,
yeah, like
he can
Philip,
interact
right.
with us.
Yeah.
Some
Well,
passive
but
things,
he's actually
but-
better than Philip because Philip can only go 10 feet from her, whereas
Is he though?
oh yeah.
Can Lunamoth give me extra hits?
No.
Does Lunamoth love me like Philip does?
I'm saying that oh, I see what you're doing there. I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. You could
Chonka-Killer
actually
is upset now.
in
I
one of
got
his
scared it was butt.
one of his flying forms, you could have him scout for you.
Mm.
So
Very nice. And I will say when I kind of do that name, I'll kind of like reach out to kind of
Boop the snoot.
just like
you can feel it tickles his heart. He feels happy when you do that. So, and I'm
Sorry for
happy that
messing
we got to hang out with all you guys. I'm sad that Aries had to go earlier, but that's okay.
Oh, Ares is gonna be so upset.
That he missed it, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
It's alright, Ares.
But I mean, it is
You get to
almost
watch it back
11:30
over and over
for
and
him,
over.
And he was up early this morning.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's all
And he's
understandable.
still getting over being sick.
That too. Well, guys, We love you all, and thank you so much for joining our show tonight. We intend that you had a good time. I'm sure next week you guys can decide where. You're probably just going to continue with your original plan, your original mission, that you were going to do, and then we'll go from there. So.
I also see why you forced us to go to the center of the forest too.
Yeah, because I 100% was like in my tilted rage. I was like, we didn't even agree to come here. It's like, so you're just gonna arrive at the center. I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, it's something we would do, I guess. Now it makes a lot more sense because I was like, man, if we get TPK'd because Stormy's like, you're gonna go here, I'm gonna be so upset, man.
Imagine if Chonka-Killer killed one.
That was really close.
We would have all been
Imagine
standing in front of
Chonka-Killer
Ouija,
killed me.
and she'd been like, really? All of you?
A caterpillar?
All of you died to a caterpillar?
It was really big. Okay, you weren't there.
He sprayed acid. Chonka-Killer, can you spray acid like that?
No, not anymore.
I'm gonna be asking so many dumb questions now.
And I think you know the answer to all of them.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. It's okay, because Emillynn is the same thing with Phillips. Like, can you do any of that I-beam stuff?
Yeah, right. During camping, I had to. Yeah, I imagine that's exactly some of the questions. And he after a while, he just rolls his little eyes and just like, you got
All of the eyes roll.
But they all roll.
Like,
like,
I
oh
can
my
do what I
God.
could do before. Just because they can see me doesn't mean I can do anything new.
Well, I've never seen one of those things before. I didn't know they had eye things.
It's like, oh, I've never seen one before either. I didn't know either.
Can you try?
He just looks constipated. No, Philip. When he's trying to do the I-beam things.
Just because I had a thought. This is actually, I guess, I'd imagine this would be a question that Lorkris would have asked way earlier. But one, before we could see Philip, could Philip see himself in a reflection of a mirror? Just curious.
No.
Stormy's like, you're making me think this hard after a day like today. Really? I was in a maid's costume, and like I had to make pancakes for the first time on stream.
That's perfectly
You
fine.
know,
My
I just
camera
made
died right before we started.
I just
Save
ruined my life.
it.
Now you're making me think so hard over a mirror question.
That's actually a pretty cool question, and but I love where you guys are going with this banter. This is funny stuff. But yeah, the answer is no. He could not.
Oh, I'm sure Emillynn had tried that like multiple times. She's like, but.
Which is one of the reasons why there was a tiny part of Emillynn that always wondered if he really was imaginary, right? Tiny, tiny little part of her. When a long time ago, eventually she gave up that tiny part of her and just accepted that he was the way he was and that he was hers. And it turns out that's true. But now he's not just hers.
He's ours.
That's right.
Now we just have to find
And now
out.
Chonka-Killer is too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're never gonna let Chonka-Killer come to anybody else. You're like, you're mine.
Oh no. I'm just
yeah.
gonna be like, I want you to go boop Lorkris and then turn into a moth because you're so cute when you look so strong and fuzzy. I just want to pet you when you're fuzzy.
Yeah.
All right.
I actually came up with a name for him in that form. But
In the moth form?
But yeah, in moth form. But if I tell you that, we should probably figure out a way to role play that. I mean, it doesn't fit this world though, so yeah, I guess I can tell you. You should come up with the names anyway. It makes more. If you want to have different names for them.
Is it the name of the picture?
Yeah, that's what I named the picture. That was the name I came up with. So I don't know if it shows up there. I named him Kamiko with a Q. Because he just looks like a Kamiko to me. Like a little Japanese fluffy moth. It doesn't show up in the
Oh, open it.
in the Discord. That's all right. That's all right. We better wrap it up anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone, thanks again for joining us for another episode of Dungeons and Dragons: Isles in the Mist.
That's so cute.
I know. We love you all so much. Have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to check out all these other amazing streamers, Druid and Fate. Fate's going to be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be joining him for some Diablo 4. I won't be streaming it necessarily, but I will be playing with him. So can't wait. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
We'll see you next time.
Goodbye, goodbye.